Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Gr8 Khaos, where we've already got a lot of chaos going on. Thank you for bearing with us tonight, as again, late start at 6:30. One more week as well. We'll have a 6:30 start time, and then we'll be back to our normal 6 o'clock start time there. So again, thank you for bearing with us here. As always, want to thank our sponsor, Ebonwood Games. Ebonwood, makers of many items that we've given away. Some of the dice boxes, we've given away some other items. Of course, hanging up on the wall behind me is an item that they made for us. Do a fantastic job. And again, if you get a chance, check out the link on our website there, etsy.com/shop/Ebonwood, and take a look at their store. Fantastic items on there as always. So thank you to them. For those that don't know, we're just a group of friends that get together, play D&D, and we do it a little bit different. We've actually purposely split the party. What could ever go wrong by splitting the party? And so we do two groups, one group 1 week, and we are back on group 2 this week. Before we jump in, a few announcements that we want to share. If you haven't checked us out yet, we are on Spotify now, so please take a look. We've started to get some more hits on there, but we always appreciate those going on and checking that out, so you get a chance to listen. Also, every week we go live on YouTube, Monday at 6 p.m., so if you get a chance to go on there. Got to our 50 subscribers, so this week we will be announcing our winner for the Player's Handbook signed by the whole cast, so we'll be giving that away momentarily here. But want to say thank you to last week's winner for the episode for leaving a comment. Again, to win that, you go on the YouTube channel that goes live again at 6 p.m. on Mondays, and you leave a comment in the comments section, and that enters you into the drawing for a trip to win a Player's Handbook this week. And our signed Player's Handbook winner, I do have that written down here, that is Knights at the Nerd Table won that. So, everything okay? Technical difficulties, but we're getting those fixed. But Knights at the Nerd Table, congratulations to you. You've won the Player's Handbook, so we'll be reaching out for your contact information if our guy who does that does not kill himself in this room, tripping over a chair. So, again, congratulations to you on winning that Player's Handbook signed. This week, our giveaway is a new dice box here from Ebonwood. Just came in very recently with the Gr8 Khaos logo on there. So we want to make sure we have the opportunity to get that out to somebody. Make sure you go on the YouTube channel. Again, Monday, 6 p.m. All you got to do is leave a comment. We love to see comments. We love to see what you think of the episode. So please, if you like it as well, please share it with somebody, and please subscribe as well. We're going for 100 subscribers next, and we want to get there quicker than we got to 50, and we will have a special giveaway for that as well that we'll come up with, so looking forward to that. Trying to think, other than that, and again, next Sunday will be also a 6:30 start time. Is there any other announcements I've missed?
No.
No?
Nope.
No announcements, nothing? All right. In that case, we are going to get into tonight's episode with Group 2 of Gr8 Khaos. For those that don't remember, last week on Gr8 Khaos, we had a very violent ending to the episode. We had a character, Gully, who was killed in a battle with a bed. A greater mimic was haunting the inn that they were investigating. The team was trying to figure out what exactly it was that was haunting the inn, when I believe it was Othin who finally discovered the bedroom with the man-eating bed in it.
Yes.
Gully came to his rescue. A battle ensued, and unfortunately, Gully died at the hands of this mimic. Malika got his body out of the room. Shazer boomeranged the creature, and we were left with one dead party member. Before the episode ended, Gideon had a visitor come to him in his mind, and made a deal with him. He was pretty sure he was making a deal with the devil, but in so doing, he saved Gully from death. Gully was put back, his soul was put back into his body, and Gideon agreed to a favor to be named later. And that is where we're going to pick up tonight's episode. You're sitting there in the room. Gully is coming back to. You're in the room. There's a dead bed, also a dead body. What do you want to do?
So, Gully, are you okay?
I'm alive. How?
I don't know, I thought we lost you for sure.
I started going toward Lear's great light, and the next thing I knew, I was ripped back into my body.
It's probably about close to midnight now, so you really have the choice of what you want to do. Again, you have this bloated dead bed in the room next to you, and also a dead body, and I know you've sent people back to their rooms.
Yeah. And after starting a potential future business, yes, send people back to their rooms. So, I mean, I think we need to get some rest.
Do you want to sleep here, or do you want to sleep back at the barracks? Really your choice, because you do have rooms.
I would prefer to go back to the barracks.
I'm totally not sleeping here.
Right. Not interested.
I don't feel like getting eaten
Are
by
you still
another
at the bar drinking?
I
'Cause that's
think-
how I think you ended it.
No, I think we had. Did I?
Yeah, I
You
think
went down and started
to
with
drink.
Could I go back to the bar?
Oath and went down to
I
talk
thought
to you.
because I came back up because we had cut the mimic open.
If you remember, you did also, you cut the mimic open and found some items, I do believe.
Yeah,
Does anybody remember what they found?
Yeah, we found a shield.
a jug.
I believe.
Oh, that's
A
right.
jug, a wand, a circlet, a short sword, and a shield.
Yep.
Yes.
No, because I took the slimy jug away from our cleric.
That's true, yes. So, who took what? You took the jug. Who took the shield?
I'll take it.
Who took the short sword?
I wouldn't mind taking that.
Yeah, sounds right.
Okay. A wand and a circlet, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Sweet, a vorpal sword.
And that one's for you.
So who's taking which?
Goalie
I
wand,
I
shoulder
can
circle.
take the
Yeah.
wand.
Okay.
I also still have a wand.
From before.
Yeah, that we found a while back.
Yes. Okay.
Do we ever figure out what that was?
The wand?
Don't think
No.
you guys did.
No.
So who took the circlet?
Me.
Okay. And then you took the wand, so you'll need to figure out how you're going to identify it. So it's late at night. It's midnight. Just brought a player back from the dead. What all do you want to do?
Sleep.
Gonna get Gully back to the barracks.
Okay. So we'll go kind of around the room. You guys go back to the barracks. You're going to go
I'm gonna
right
hang
to
back
sleep.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I have not had a good night.
So you go to sleep. Gideon, what about you?
I am going to wander off.
Wander off.
Yep.
Okay. When you say wander off, just curious. Where do you wander to?
I need to go and talk to someone at the university.
Okay.
As
So,
close to contact as I can get.
at midnight.
Yep.
Okay. Could be difficult to get in there at midnight, although You know there is a church close to the university there that's on the same area campus-wise that does have its doors open all the time. It's like there's always somebody there to talk to. And that does have older books, if that's kind of what
Yeah.
you're looking for.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so that might be an area you could go to.
Alright.
Alright, so you're gonna make your way that way. Okay. Shazer, are you going to bed?
Yep.
Okay, Othan?
I'm going to also go to bed.
Okay. Malika? A trance,
Yeah,
so to
I'm gonna go.
speak.
Go get a trance in.
Okay. Alright, so
Use a solid trance right about now.
I'll start with you then while you're in your trance and recuperating. A voice comes to you.
Yes.
You continue to impress me, and I will continue to bring you power. I'm growing in this world, and when I grow, your powers will grow.
What is your name?
I am your patron, Malika. That's all you need to know. I am who I need to be for you and so many others.
Why me?
I feed off your need for revenge. You and I can drive more power in this world and end corruption and end all the non-believers, all the evil of this world. We can destroy it. I have recruited another of your party. I'm making him believe I am someone else, but I'll need your assistance. I am going to bring Othan to us. You and he will be one team under me.
As long as it leads me to the revenge I seek, I will sacrifice anyone and anything.
With your power and his skill, we will get your revenge. That I promise you.
Just tell me what you need.
Support Othan in his new-found discovery.
Understood.
Okay. Othan, you have a dream again. This dream is battle, one battle after another. Like you fight and you're bleeding and you're sweating profusely. If you can imagine being somewhere where it's so hot out and you're just dripping sweat. And then it's on to the next battle immediately after that, and the flames are circling around you as you have these battles. And a voice calls out to you, "Oh, that I am the power to your revenge. All you need to do is look in the mirror, Othan, and I will drive you to that revenge. I will help you finish off those who took your sister from you." And then the next person jumps out and you're back in the fight again, but now you feel stronger, and over your shoulder you see this mirror just floating there, and you feel power coming into you from the mirror, and you're able to drive your enemies into the flames, and then you wake up.
I'm gonna look around, see if everybody else is still sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull the mirror out
Okay.
and put it underneath me while I sleep.
Like under your pillow,
Yeah.
or okay.
Hold it like a doll.
You hear encouraging, soothing words as you roll off into sleep. Okay? Golly, while you're sleeping, you hear a voice. Golly, I almost lost you. I worry about the ramifications of what has happened tonight. You were saved, but not by me. By something else. Something not of the natural world. I worry what it means.
This is unsettling.
Devils are real, Gully. Don't forget it. My light shines upon you, and I will do my best to protect you. But as I said, there is a barrier I cannot cross. And I'm trying very hard to figure out what has created this barrier. But there are devils among you. Be wary.
Among me?
Be wary, Gully. And the voice trails off. Gideon. So you make your way to the church that you know is open. There's a light on, old building. The university's kind of shut up this time of night, but you know that you can always get in here. So you make your way to the building. Do you just walk in? How do you want to approach this?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. So there's a couple of lights still lit inside the church. There's a couple of people praying up at the altar area, a couple people just sitting in pews. But it's pretty empty this time of night. There's one, looks like a person with, robes on who's kind of walking around, just kind of checking on people and sees you enter and just kind of looks up as you enter. Starts making his way towards you.
Is that someone I recognize?
He works there, not somebody you know maybe like on a first name basis. But
Gotcha.
you maybe seen him before there. My son, what can I do for you?
Oh, it's been a troubling evening. I need use of your library. The old tomes.
The old tomes. What, perhaps, can I ask what it is you're specifically looking for? Maybe I can help you narrow that down a little bit.
Dreams and visions. Forgive me for this. Perhaps we should step outside for a moment.
And looks around. He's like,
Just outside the doors.
let's go back to by the library. We'll be alone there.
A face in dreams and a voice in dreams. I use prestidigitation to make an image of the visage that I saw
Okay.
in the vision.
My son, have you had a crisis of faith here? Has something recently happened to you?
Well, a friend died, though he has recovered. Of sorts.
He died and came back.
Hence the crisis.
Usually when somebody comes to me this time of night asking me about what
I
I
need-
assume to be devils or demons
I
or
need the
something
name
like
attached
that,
to this creature.
I expect that they've had something happen to them for sure. We can kind of take a look and do our research, but I have an idea of what you're describing. It kind of takes you back to some of the older tomes back there and starts flipping through with you, and it's like, yes, just as I thought. It's a tale as old as this country, older as a matter of fact, in this country, that there were a group of adventurers who they used to search around this whole land before there was a Bastardel, before we had the main city, and they were great heroes, had accomplished many things, and their whole existence at that point was find the next thing, find what would make them more powerful, and they supposedly had discovered an item of lore that was one of the powerful pieces supposedly existing in this world. and they found the book, which we have referred to here as the Book of Vile Darkness. And they used that book to summon a devil to do their bidding. And it worked very well early. They became wealthy, they became powerful, all the while not realizing this sly devil was slowly corrupting them, slowly tarnishing their soul. And eventually, within 5 years, all of them were dead, their souls claimed by this devil. Now, in this story, it says the devil was never put back, was left loose in this world, and has supposedly continued to make deals ever since. Deals for souls, sometimes for the very soul of the person she makes the deal with, other times for the souls of others, but always to help her collect more souls. And supposedly, if this story has any truth to it, she's still out there, described very similar to how you just showed me. And she is out there building her power. For what reason, we've never been able to determine here. But it is said that she does exist. And from time to time, there are those that have admitted they've made a deal with the devil. I hope you didn't make a deal.
Well, we both know why I'm here. So we already know the answer to that question.
Did you deal your soul?
As of yet, not to my knowledge. But
What did she want from you?
words can be played around with.
This is most curious. I could think of several people at the university who would love to study you.
I'm gonna go with no on that one.
Okay. I will keep your confidence, but be wary. Everyone who's ever reportedly made a deal has not ended well for them. That's the one thing that the histories seem to agree upon. These deals never go well.
No. I didn't really think it would.
Just be wary, and if you have more communication, remember who you're talking to, and remember that trust is a very, very precarious thing with something of that sort. If it
Very
helps, and everything we've ever studied always keeps its word. But like you said, you have to be careful of the wording. But in everything I've ever read, always has kept its word. Never gone back on a deal. It might help me if you were to tell me exactly what was said. Perhaps I could research this more for you.
She asked an unnamed favor.
Unnamed favors.
Yeah.
Was there any stipulations that it wouldn't do anything?
The only stipulation that was had was that I wouldn't have to harm anyone and it wouldn't involve my party.
It wouldn't harm anyone? Or it would
Probably
harm
not
your
her
party?
exact wording, but
Okay. What could she be after from you?
she seemed amused by us at present.
You have powerful, I don't know if I want to say friends or adversaries at this point.
Yes. Yes.
Be wary, my
Just
son.
about nothing has gone as planned in anything we do.
Be very wary.
Is Rin still with the church?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Just asking.
Hmm.
Thank you for the assistance. I believe I shall take my leave.
Okay. All right. So you go. Do you go back to? Or
No.
no.
Please go.
Okay. Anybody in particular you're looking for?
Just the other one I made a deal with.
Okay.
I really just want to tell them about the haunting, about the new proposition that the business owner has received in his murder mystery.
Okay. So
Certain that the guild could find use on that.
you're looking for Damon at this
Yes.
late hour. Okay.
He shouldn't be difficult to find.
No. The usual spot at the same bar, which is still open this late. You're able to, after a while sitting there, he comes out and sits down. Imagine seeing you at this late hour.
Damon, the issue at the inn has been resolved. There was no haunting.
No ghosts.
A group of adventurers left their ill-gotten treasure there, and it began to eat people.
Well,
After it ate them, more than likely.
well now. That explains a lot. Damn wizards. Gotta be careful what they leave around, I guess.
Yes.
So you dealt with it.
It has been dealt with.
Any issues?
Many.
Oh.
You have your place, that will be fine. We have encouraged the business owner to keep doing business there. He has a new structure that he will be doing. One of my party came up with a murder mystery theme for visiting there.
How quaint. We might be able to use that to our advantage.
I thought you might be able to.
Wow. This is why I like doing business with you, Gideon.
That was not me. I can't take responsibility, credit for that one.
Appreciate your friends then. I like this because now we have a place where maybe, occasionally somebody needs murdering and
That thought never crossed my mind.
well, once in a while you run into those folks. Well, again, can't say enough how much we appreciate your assistance. That's why you're one of my favorites. Now I'm just curious, you did have a vision the last time we spoke. Is that still something I should be concerned about?
Yes. Yes, though this is more... Not certain that it does involve imminent threat to the guild,
No.
since there ended up not being an actual ghost there. But there are
Right.
powers moving. It is silly how many things we have run into that we should not have run into.
I will say, you seem to find trouble.
Pretty certain it just finds us. I'm not seeking it out.
You've been the right man for the job multiple times. I tell everyone I meet how reliable you
Oh,
are.
please stop doing that.
Well, let's just put it this way. You've made a name for yourself, and not just in the tournament you fought in.
I'm going to hurt that man.
Well, again, appreciate everything you've done, and I'm sure we'll be in touch soon.
Yeah, we will, but I'll let you know if there's anything else that needs attention.
All right. Well, thank you. So you make your way, I would assume at this point back, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys come to the next morning, or maybe you're already out of your trance, and the captain has left a message for you that she would like to have a meeting early in the day, like before lunchtime, to discuss some things with you here at the barracks. But you have the morning to yourself before then. Looks like an 11 o'clock meeting time with her.
Well, my sundial.
Instead.
Make sure I'm not late.
What's that?
Can't she just message us instead?
She doesn't have that capability. Sorry.
Gully would like to go back to that church, the one that's close by.
Which one? The one...
Just the closest one that was.
Okay. Maybe one
He
you
went to last
familiar
time?
with, or-
Oh,
Oh, okay, the one
yep.
you went to last time. Absolutely. Okay. So you're gonna go there in the morning?
Yes. He is going to spend some time praying.
Okay.
Um,
Anybody you're trying
Perhaps.
to interact with or anything, or?
who would I know who's in charge of this chapter?
You would. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. This is a church of Lyra.
Okay. I would just like to speak to the priest that's
Okay.
available.
Absolutely. My son, what is it I can do for you? Older gentleman, graying hair, bald spot on top.
Okay. Do I know his name?
You would at that. Hang on. Let me find that church. Father Wilhelm.
Wilhelm. I will kind of give a brief rundown of what happened.
Okay. He's kind of, at first listening, just kind of sitting back, but as your story continues, his mouth begins to open up and at one point drop a little bit as you talk about the bed that attacked you. This all happened here in the city.
Yes, at an inn in town.
Okay. And you died,
I did.
but you're here.
Then I had a vision from Lyra. She spoke to me. She visited me in the night.
Lyra herself.
This isn't the first time.
Seriously?
Yeah, she told me. And let me see if I can get this right. She told me that I was brought back by not good forces.
Not good forces. So you were brought back by something evil?
That's how it sounded to me.
My son, this is a very disturbing tale you share.
I
I'm
I
not
don't-
sure I would share this with everyone.
I don't know where to go from here.
There are those in the church that would see you as an outcast, see you as something horrible. I highly encourage you to change your story before you share this with others of the church.
That seems dishonest. Lyra always teaches light and truth.
Perhaps it's not as you are interpreting it, but different. There are those in this church that will not accept this. And if you continue with this story, I worry there are those who will wish to see you gone.
Well, then perhaps this will stay between us.
I would ask you change your story, and I will try to back that new story up.
But Father, what should I do?
Pray very, very hard, and come up with a new story, my son.
He will hug the priest
Okay?
and go light a candle and continue praying
Okay.
and think about a new story.
All right. So, coming over to the other side, you all wake up, you see the message, you know that you're wanted at about 11 o'clock. What would you like to do with your morning?
Elthin would like to go and see about getting the sword checked out.
Okay.
See what that would entail.
Yeah, they're going to do the same thing. Just I'll go with Othin and see if we can find somewhere to get our stuff.
Absolutely. So you could go to a church and pay there. You could go to the enchanter store and pay there. Up to you.
Not incredibly comfortable with the church.
Okay. Maybe you go to the enchanter then.
Yeah. Jays, are you coming?
Sure.
Get that circlet check out.
Sure. Wonderful.
All right.
How much did
How do
we
you feel
get paid
about
at the
church?
end?
The church
I
doesn't.
believe you split
Doesn't necessarily bother me.
150
I'm not a
gold
big church
from,
guy.
but you also found gold in the.
It has its
preacher.
place.
Did anybody write
We
that
get paid
down?
at the end.
What's that?
What's up?
Did anybody write down how much gold you found? I know you split 150 gold, but then
We each would have got 25.
I don't have any notes about how much
there's
gold
only
is there.
5 of you. So you had 150.
Yeah, I just
Oh, the
remember.
captain
I
didn't get
remember the treasure in the mimic. I don't
There
remember.
was.
The captain wouldn't have got any
So we
gold.
each got
She was
30.
not with you.
So we
Oh.
each got 30.
Then we would have got 30.
You each got 30, and then there was.
Since I wasn't spending it already.
The other gold, and then we split up.
There was another 35 gold inside the mimic and 45 silver.
That's
30
7
gold is
apiece
fine.
and then 9 apiece.
You guys
So
split.
5 gold and then 9 silver.
So how much total?
35 gold and 9 silver.
So what are you taking to the enchanter to get looked at? The circlet, the shield, and the short sword?
Awesome.
Yes.
Why don't I just put that in here?
Okay. So you walk into the Teller's Magnificence
You said how many something?
35
Teller's
gold and 9.
Magnificence.
9.
with old Lamless Amkir, who's a male elf who wears his brown cape, a violet-colored robe, has auburn hair, very smooth face, smooth facial features. So as you walk in, he kind of perks up. I've seen you around. What can I do for you?
So we have
Couple items.
some items that we found while we were out at an inn we were at recently. We'd like to know if we could get them checked out. See,
You found at an inn.
yes.
I'd like to stay at the inns you stay at.
Well, they got a great murder mystery thing going on there too. We should definitely go and check it out.
Oh, really? I've not heard of that yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just starting to get off the ground. It's kind of a new thing for them. But anyway.
Can you always find magic items there?
I mean, one can only hope. It's worth a shot.
Well, so what did you find?
So found a shield and a
A sword.
And
Short sword.
a circlet.
Okay. And you'd like them identified, I suppose?
yes, please.
You would.
Okay.
What would that cost us?
Let's take a look. Alright, so an identify spell is 20 gold pieces per casting. However, how many items can you identify with one identify spell? That's the question. Let's take a look.
It's just one.
I'm not sure that.
I think it's one item.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
Is
it's
it?
one.
I think so.
Well, then if you do all 3, I'll do all 3 for 50. Yep, one item.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to do all 3 for 50, but I sense that I may see more of you, so I'll give you an even better deal. I'll do all 3 for 40.
All 3 for 40. No, I just told you about this really cool inn. Gave you this opportunity to perhaps have the best experience of your life. But it's got to be a little bit better than 40 you can do.
Money's a little tight, huh? Well, I am interested, and make a
Persuasion.
Make a persuasion check.
15.
15?
15.
Okay, I said 50. I'm like,
No.
it's gonna be the most amazing roll ever.
15.
50. He hands you the keys to his shop.
You rolled the D1 for your brain.
15. You know, okay, money's tight. You do have me curious as to what items might be found in this inn. So
Yeah.
how about 30 gold?
30?
All three for 30.
Yeah. That works. Thank you very much.
Okay. What kind of time on this are we looking at? That's the question.
Hopefully this is the start to a great partnership.
We shall see. They need to pay the traveling guard a little better. That's what they need to do.
I agree. Been saying that since I started.
All right, so this is 1 minute, so you guys can stick around and easily, obviously, learn about these. So,
Awesome.
all right. So he'll start with the circlet. The circlet is a circlet of blasting. While wearing this circlet, you can use an action to cast the Scorching Ray spell. When you make the spell attack, you do so with a bonus of a +5. The circlet can be used once per day. So if you're looking, look up the Scorching Ray spell in the Player's Handbook.
Create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them at one target or several targets. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage.
For each one.
Yeah.
So
What
if
does
you hit
it
with all
cast it at?
3, huh?
Did he say what it casted at?
It just says you make it with an attack bonus of +5.
Okay,
What's the name?
but just at the base level. Then.
Yes, Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray.
That was the
Yes.
only question.
So,
Scorching Ray once per day.
yep.
Once
So
per
for-
long rest.
So that's you who's carrying it,
Nope.
correct? Okay.
Range of 120 feet.
Use +5. Okay.
So the short sword will go
Just stock my
next.
circlet, huh?
So it's a very fine blade. Very fine indeed. It is a magical sword that can hit creatures requiring magic to hit it. It is a +1 to attack and a +1 to your damage as well. However, on a crit, so if you crit with this, you do an additional points of damage of your level. So right now for you at 3rd level, you would do an additional 3 points of damage on top of the double damage.
Equal to your level.
So as you get higher up, obviously that can become a little bit more of a nice attack with that, for sure. All right, and then the shield.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise known as Malachus Shield.
Ah,
I believe was the formal name of it.
very wondrous shield. Very, very fine craftsmanship. You can see on the front how it's almost like, it's like the more you polish it, the more it looks like a mirror. Like you can see your reflection into it.
Yes.
Now, you have the opportunity to, as your action, if you wish to with your action, this is a magical shield,
Okay.
okay? And it's, if you're just using it as a normal shield, it's like a +1 shield, okay?
Okay.
However, if you would like to, for your action, so instead of attacking, instead of casting a spell, you want to use your action, you can plant your shield and you can cast the magic word on it, which I'll let you come up with whatever that word is you want it to be, because I didn't have it written down.
Okay.
And you have your choice here. With the magic word, twice a day, it will automatically block a 1st or 2nd level spell cast at it. It will absorb into the shield. or
first or second
first
level?
or second,
Automatically.
twice a day.
Yep.
Or it will give you advantage on saving throws against a third or fourth level spell cast at you that allows a saving throw.
Okay.
It is a shield of reflection.
Third or fourth level spell. Shield of reflection. Alright.
You found all these at an inn. I'm gonna go stay at this inn.
You really should.
Anything to be worried about?
I mean, there's some scary things involved with the show. No, no real danger.
What? What inn did you say this was? It's the Goat and the Dragon.
Yes. It was the goat and the dragon.
The Goat and the Dragon Inn. I've heard of it, but never knew they did stores like that. Okay.
Yeah, you should ask the people that were staying there last night. It was a great show.
Insight check. You need to make a. He's making
Deception?
insight, yeah, and your deception.
Okay. 20.
Okay.
A dirty 20.
Huh. Well, I'll have to check this out. All right. Good day to you.
Thank you.
You as well.
All right. So you make your way.
Shays are getting social.
Make your way back to the barracks. It's about time for the called upon meeting. And you find the captain waiting for you. She's kind of pacing back and forth in the barracks there.
Olthan's probably 5 minutes late.
Always.
Uh,
Olthan's always 5 minutes late.
Are we all here?
Come and move my sword.
Are we good?
Check
We
this
ready?
out, Captain.
Have we been good?
I'm not so sure, and that's why I've called this meeting.
You like my circlet?
It's fantastic.
Thanks.
A, what happened last night?
We went to a show.
We got attacked by a bat.
How do you get attacked by a bat?
I don't know, it grew teeth, its mouth opened up. It almost killed Goldie.
Golly, is this true?
Well, technically it did kill me.
I'm
It did?
sorry.
What?
You died, but you're here. Who brought you back?
I don't know.
Okay, I like this story better when I knew nothing. This is worse. He died, some rando brings him back. You got attacked by a bed.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy bad.
Well, I mean, Shazer was able to fight the bed off so we could get Goldie out of it.
I heard you were going to an inn to check out to see if it was haunted.
Wasn't haunted.
Correct. 0 ghosts.
Well, I would say it was haunted. Just not by a
Technically,
ghost.
there was a ghost for a moment.
Well,
Yeah,
Technically.
Okay.
I am a ghost.
All right, enough of
I'm
that
the ghost.
question. On to my next question. Which one of you has pissed off somebody above us to where we continue to get the missions that we are getting?
you're gonna have to be more specific, Captain. You have to be more specific.
Do any of you have enemies inside either the noble families or maybe the church or maybe just somebody with influence?
I'd prefer not to discuss it in front of the group.
The bird pointed at
Sir,
you.
exactly what.
The bird didn't point nowhere. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just watched you.
Nope.
Alright. I mean, I had an issue with the Morningfeld family.
With
Gloria.
oh,
I should say her and my father had history.
her name is not talked about right now in good standing. There was a fallout there.
Well,
She was
good. She's awful.
removed from power, and I've not had all the details, but
Okay, so how do we take the steps to remove her from life?
well, that's outside of my purview. But you had angered her, but if she's not there anymore, she shouldn't be the one coming
Then I
down
guess
on us.
this isn't on me. Moving on.
Here's my concern. I try to trust in the system. I try to serve the guard and do what I'm told. I was concerned by our mission to Blue Alley. Why were we sent there? Why was that not dealt with their guard internally?
Yeah, us too.
Yeah, still haven't gotten my shield.
No, Gideon was very concerned about that.
But I went along with what we were asked to do. But now I'm being told we have another mission inside this town. And I'm not sure why we're being given this mission as well.
We have a city guard for that.
That seems appropriate.
It seems like it's been a while since we traveled.
It almost seems
As we
to
should be
me
traveling.
that when there is a
Yeah.
shitty mission
Why are we still here?
where there's a good chance somebody might die, it seems like our group is being given that charge. And Gully, you were attacked. I wasn't going to say anything, but who have you pissed off?
Well, perhaps just the priest in my church. It was a misunderstanding, kind of.
Misunderstanding how?
Well, I tried to break into the records room of the church.
Okay, I won't ask why, but was that enough for them to want you dead?
I mean, they sent me here.
Sounds like a yes.
Was it the preacher's daughter? Because who hasn't been there?
Not helping.
Sorry.
I have some serious concerns, is what I'm telling you. We have been given our second mission, which we are to report to the church, your church, for assignment. And it's an assignment here in the city. And let me tell you what it entails a little bit. Outside the walls, in the poorer district area, there is supposedly an outbreak of plague going on.
Oh, no.
And who got assigned to this mission but us? Why? That's my question for you. Why?
That's a good question, Captain.
Yeah, Captain, I don't really do the church thing.
I don't even talk to people.
I've always done my job, put my head down, and gone forward. I don't think I've pissed anybody off I shouldn't have, which then made me say, okay, well, who in my group possibly has angered somebody to the point where they would want them out of the way?
It's not me.
That was very quick.
I don't anger people.
You anger me all the time.
That's different.
Me also.
You're like
I'm
the
gonna have to
fourth
say
person
also.
he's ever met.
Okay. We need to have each other's backs, though. I have concerns on this mission.
I think we've proven that we have each other's backs, if nothing else.
Sometimes
Anyone-
throats
he
as well,
literally
based on
jumped
the
on my
last
back,
mission
so-
we were in.
Sometimes we are monkeys on each other's backs.
Okay. On this mission, I would ask that nobody fight anybody in their own party. Can we at least, can we do that?
Now, hold on.
Don't start no shit, won't be no shit, Captain.
When you say fight,
No manacling in the middle of battle, no sleep spells, no...
we did 0 damage to each other. Nobody was hurt. Just subdued.
I fucked you up.
Well, I mean, we did no damage.
I'm saying, I'm not sure what we're about to get into, but we might be the only people who have each other's backs here, is what I'm saying.
I would like to formally apologize for the sleep spell. It seemed at the time the best non-violent solution.
I just prefer not to lose people in the middle of battle.
Appreciate
We were in
that.
the middle of battle, and we're putting each other to sleep.
I
I overlook a lot. I've heard you talk to a spear. I've heard you talk to a dowel.
When?
I don't ask questions.
When?
Perfect.
Alright, I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely fucking no one. Alright? Okay?
What I
I
would,
did what was right at the time.
what I would like is for us to stick together on this one, because I don't know who else I can trust. I feel like I can trust the 5 of you. I'm worried about who else after that I can trust.
I have never hurt any of you except for the multiple times I dropped you guys.
Yeah, that
Thank you for bringing that up.
He's been working out. He's getting stronger.
Anyways,
But this guy's got issues.
So you think this is a personal vendetta? That
I
these
just
missions-
think it's almost like somebody is trying to get us out of the way.
Well, I better try a whole lot harder.
Many traveling guards are going to deal with some thievery or, something that, help in the event of, a disaster happens, something like that. We're getting called in to deal with a plague, and I feel like they have plenty of guards in the city that could have dealt with that.
Couldn't the priests and some clerics go and deal with the plague?
They are. They've requested our assistance.
I for one think this is a great opportunity.
I mean, Goldie's the only one here that
think
knows
you
anything about
already-
healing anybody.
I know things about healing.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
we're going to put on our best faces. We're going to go to the church and try to behave ourselves. Before we enter, can you all walk into a church without bursting into flame? I should ask that
I'm
question.
not confident.
Speaking of flames, I can do
Hear me
scorching
out.
ray.
Like,
Well-
maybe if I disguise myself, the church won't know.
Don't do that.
I do have some holy water. We could put it.
Oh, please no. I'll wait outside.
No, you. I was told we're all requested. Would it make you feel better to look like someone else?
Always.
Who do you want to look like?
I want to look like a frail old man. Just gonna be limping along. Like,
How would you explain the frail old man in the traveling guard?
I mean, who says I'm part of the traveling guard?
Your presence as the traveling guard is requested.
Yes, Captain.
Like, I don't mind if you want to change your appearance, but can we discuss it before you just surprise me?
I thought we were.
What would you like to look like?
Let's try not being the captain this time.
No, nothing too chesty this time either. You'll distract the priests.
Okay.
No little boys.
I'll just go with myself.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe somebody in the other group.
I considered it, but no. We've already done that.
All right.
I mean, if it's not what I want to do, then it's not the point.
Are we all ready to go?
Hugs rules.
I mean,
Yeah, ready.
All right.
But I will clean up and get the scabs off and everything, so myself, but
Okay.
more
So,
refined.
Much
Maybe get rid of the
different.
red eyes.
Much
Looks like
different
you already got
setting
the
than the night prior, where you were staying the night in a scary inn. You.
Alright, so since we're not traveling guard, my whole traveling guard tabard is being worn on my backpack right now.
Okay.
Oh.
You're traveling, just in the city.
Yeah, no.
So you make your way to the church, which this is the church that you were kind of pushed into the
Kicked
guard
out of?
from. Yes.
Awesome.
So your first time back.
I'll just like gingerly cross the threshold.
People kind of eyeball you as you're walking.
Kind of shake it out a little bit. Good.
You're drawing a lot of attention.
But then, of course, people are giving you looks as you're walking through too. People you recognize from previously being here.
I stare at them.
I just try to look at the floor as I walk.
So they eventually look away from your stare. You make your way in, and Captain looks back and sees you, and like, we're supposed to try to keep kind of a low profile.
You gotta
Tell them
fucking
to be
burn
friendly.
us.
I don't
Okay, how low would our profile be if I got struck down by some deity? I was trying to play it safe here.
It's just like,
Slow
I'm
movement.
pretty certain most of the deities don't really give a shit about us.
I hope.
That was my hope too.
Although I figured nobody really gave a shit about us. Now the captain's talking about conspiracy theories and somebody trying to run us away or kill us or bury us in shit. Apparently, we're more important than we thought we were.
We'll bury us in the ground. Shit.
Captain's like, all right.
Right.
So you make your way to the office area, which again, this is the room that you were brought into when you were removed. So it brings back good memories there. Of that whole
Probably won't be a
experience.
warm welcome.
And you know, you can kind of see a couple of them look up and see you, and they kind of look at each other and look at you, and one of them's like, "Goalie,
That too.
you returned to us. I understand you've had some troubles since you've left us. I hope not too bad."
Well, Father, thankfully I have a great new group of friends that have been.
Howdy.
Has his back.
So I've been told. And that's why we've asked for you. We need your help.
You asked for us specifically.
We did.
I look at the captain.
It's like, she's like, so you've asked, and I was told we needed to show up. A little strange for myself. Usually our missions involve leaving the city, but first time for everything, I suppose.
Do you guys have it out for us?
They kind of look at each other.
Subtle.
Right.
The captain's like, oh,
Subtle.
good. And they're like, out for you? We just requested your help because we've heard good things about you.
From who?
We heard
I
that
mean, from who?
we asked for assistance with something going on outside the main city walls, and we need discretion, and two, we needed somebody capable of ferreting out problems, and we heard
What
about
made
your
y'all
mission.
think that was us?
We heard about your adventures down in Prevail and was it Blue Alley?
Man, surprising. I'm gonna say this for the second time in 24 hours, but discretion is cheap.
The captain just looks back like,
No?
no, you were assigned this mission. You can't charge the church.
Just gonna slowly back up,
But they're just like,
awkwardly look down.
my son, this doesn't just involve a regular mission. The reason we're asking for your help and discretion is because if this plague is not dealt with, it could get inside this city walls. It could wreak havoc in the city and spread fear and panic. We must deal with it and deal with it before it gets inside our city.
Have we determined what the plague is?
There is one of our priests who's staying outside the city and mans the church over in the, shall we
they just
say,
need a
the
boomerang.
less fortunate side of town. And he is set up there to try to ascertain this and also help some of the people who are suffering from it. And he thinks he has an idea. I would ask that you would go see him first and see what you can uncover.
Right away, Father.
Where is this located exactly?
In he struggles with how he wants to say it. The less fortunate district in the outer outside
So the
the
slums.
city wall.
The slums.
I mean, Bastardell doesn't have slums. We have more fortunate and less fortunate areas. This is one of the less
slums.
fortunate
Yeah.
areas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this priest has a setup there.
He has a parish, a small parish where he operates and preaches to the less fortunate.
Okay, so he has a parish there.
Yes.
Sweet. I walked out the door.
But wait, as you're walking, I said, but wait. Again,
Yes.
please do not share anything that you find out there with anyone inside the walls. We don't want to start.
Furthest from my mind.
We don't want to start.
I
a
start
panic.
walking away again.
I just said, oh, you're worried about mass hysteria.
Yes,
I see.
and again, like most people not as worried about what happens outside the main wall in the less fortunate area of town, but they can start to get more worried if it makes its way into town. So we need discretion on this, but we need your investigation skills. The church is not really set up to handle this sort of thing, because apparently there's a nefarious deed going on, and that's what was communicated to us, and we need somebody to go speak with him. We would go speak, but we're worried about the plague itself. We don't want to put ourselves in that situation.
Are we speaking to Malachi or Argus or somebody else?
For as far as who you're speaking to right
Yeah.
now, Argus.
Okay.
Argus, yeah.
Okay. Yikes. He's the leader of the church.
Yes.
Okay.
So is the church offering any sort of reward?
Well, we were told that we could count on your discretion when we asked for help, and I will tell you that
Absolutely.
the church does have coffers. I believe if you
Yeah,
could,
but sorry.
I believe if you could solve this matter for us quietly, the six of you would each find yourself with a reward.
I appreciate that.
Oh, I'm logged up.
No.
He left.
But again, we ask A, you deal with it, and B, you tell no one what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Man, glad I
I'm
didn't
in.
hear that part. I only heard discretion
I'm in.
when I was
You're
there.
in?
I'm in.
Father, would it be possible to attain some supplies while I'm here?
What type of supplies, my
Oh,
son?
you know, maybe some holy water, some medical supplies, if you will.
I'm sure we could supply a couple vials of holy water. So the captain's like, we'll take the mission, we'll go back to our barracks, put together a plan, and then we'll make our way. So thank you, Father, for your time, and we'll be on our way. So you're able to get a couple of vials of holy water on your way out. You're able to make your way back to the barracks, and she's like, so that went not at all well. So we need a plan.
What do we do wrong?
Oh, when I left, I headed to the guild.
Okay, so you went to the guild. Okay, so we'll start there then as they make their way back. So you go to the guild. Okay, and as always, Damon finds you. Gideon, back so soon.
Unfortunately,
What can I do for you?
I need a quiet place to talk.
Quiet place to talk. Okay. So he takes you through the back room, through the storage, down into the basement, and through a passage that takes you to one of their hidden storerooms that you've been made aware of in the past.
Okay. So yet again, another stupid mission that we shouldn't get, but it does have concern for the city.
Hmm.
So if the city has issues, you don't do business.
I've heard rumors.
They're true. So
I've heard that there is possibly a disease spreading outside the city.
Yeah, I need you to do what you can to close access, any access that wouldn't be seen by normal people, out to that area of the slums.
That bad?
That bad. They're sending us.
Doesn't seem like your area of expertise.
It is not.
What am I not hearing about? Why would they send you to investigate disease?
I have absolutely no idea, but the church doesn't want anyone. Well, they asked for discretion.
The church asked for discretion.
Yes.
Okay.
I tell them whatever church we went to.
Gideon, my friend, listen, we're bad people, okay? I'm not
Yep.
gonna hide it, we're bad people. The only people worse than us, the church, okay? I just want you to know they're a very dangerous group to involve yourself with. And I like you. and I'd rather not see you killed.
Well, what happens, unfortunately. I'm not going to stop living my life, and I'm not going to stop trying to do the best I can for the people who've taken care of me. So,
Fair. But of the 5 worst people I've ever met in my life,
Getting over here right
they're
now.
all tied to the church. I just want you to know that. 5 worst people I've ever met in my life, all tied to the church. Every one of them. Now, I'm sure there's some good people, but the top 5 worst, all are a part of the church. People I personally would not like to cross. Let's put it that way.
I understand. And I'm not here to protect the church. But if it's as bad as they say, and it does get in the city, it's going to be bad.
Very well. I will
So
pass
that's
along the
all
message.
That's all I'm looking for.
I appreciate it, and please be careful, because again, I don't think if it was just disease, they would bring you in.
No,
So, best of luck to
I'm
you.
not fooling myself there.
All right. Best of luck to you.
All right.
So you all get back to the barracks, and she's like, okay, what's our plan? How do we want to handle this?
I don't know. Where's Gideon at us going to? Should we wait for Gideon?
We can start putting together a plan while we wait for him.
All right.
We're going to go to the church outside of town. Who here knows anything about disease? Let's start there.
Kill it with fire.
So we're going to go outside the city and start burning people?
If it's for the greater good.
That's not our plan.
Okay.
Okay, but that's a start, so let's keep brainstorming.
I have some knowledge,
Okay.
and I do have some abilities regarding disease.
I have a feeling we're going to find out more when we get to this church. But here's my question. Do we have anything to protect ourselves from disease?
Me?
I'm a little sturdier against disease. My people are than most.
Okay, so small people sturdy. You said you have something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a small person, so I'm concerned. What do you have going?
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Malika has nothing. Bird boy, do you have anything to protect people from disease?
Nope.
A boomerang. I'll just
I mean,
kill them and
he-
then they won't get it.
He's got a point. Boomerangs are good.
Okay.
His boomerang.
So far, what we have to deal with disease is a boomerang and sturdy people. What else?
With the help of Lyra, I am able to remove disease.
Ooh, that's helpful.
Now that sounds helpful.
So why does the
I'm
church
not sure how many
just
there
go
are.
do that?
Well, maybe there are a lot.
Because there's more to the story.
Well, I think our mission is going to be to uncover what's causing the disease. So,
Well,
For whatever reason, the church doesn't want anyone to know they're aware.
that there is a disease
Right.
going on. Okay, so our mission, we're going to go to this church. We're going to interview this priest who's running this parish, who apparently has all the details. We're going to try to find out what exactly it is we're dealing with. And then from there, we're going to try to investigate what's causing the disease.
And we're not burning any of them.
Not yet. But I'm here to tell you right now, okay? If it comes down to us all dying or we're burning down whatever's causing this disease, I'll light the fire with you, Malika.
See, there's something I liked about you, Captain.
Captain, I know I just got here. That's a rousing speech. I love it.
where were you?
So, Gideon, what you've missed so far is that Othan's sturdy and disease won't hurt him. Shazer has a boomerang.
Do that.
But Gully has something that can take disease away from people. So
Okay.
our goal then would be to keep him alive, which sounds like an issue in the past. So
Hey, I've tried.
You
Okay.
die one time, and all of a sudden,
I saved him from the Minotaur. Technically, I got his body away from the bed.
We didn't really.
you have been a very good friend.
Thanks.
survived the fight with a Minotaur, only to die in bed.
Well, I mean, he said he died. Did he die?
Only part of him was in the bed.
Good lord. All right.
I do want to stop and grab, like, if there's an apothecary or something, grab a healer's kit and maybe some more tea.
Okay. So the healer's kit's
stop
going to
with
be
you,
your normal player's handbook pricing for that. So,
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. So you make your way outside of town.
So they have, I mean, they have
Okay.
healing potions there.
You're looking for healing potions?
Yes. I mean, I finally have a little bit of gold. Previously, I couldn't afford anything.
They're not cheap, but yes.
No, but I am.
Okay. So a regular potion of healing, which you guys have the discount being in the guard, you get half price. So it only costs 25 gold for a potion of healing.
Okay.
A regular potion of healing. A greater potion of healing would cost you 100.
I'll buy one of those potions.
Which one?
The
Regular?
regular, yeah, the
So
25.
you get it for 25.
And what? How much does that heal?
That's a D8, I believe. I'll double check.
I would mention it.
Right.
You're proficient with it, right?
1d8 plus 1.
Okay. So if I was to buy,
Where's your
3 of those.
proficiencies?
Is there any sort of deal that you could give me?
No, because you're already getting half cost.
Okay, what if I
You're
like push my
proficient.
hand like this?
No.
You want to give me a deal on this potion? No, fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it is actually.
So 75 gold.
It's 2d4 plus 2 is a potion of healing.
Okay.
Okay.
A greater, if you want to spend 100 gold, would be 4d4 plus 4.
Okay. I'll take 3 of these standard potions.
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus 2 for each of those. So that's 75 gold.
75 gold. Alright, I'll slap it on the counter.
Look at you guys thinking about healing people. I tell you.
Hey, Bill.
Because we're thinking about it, doesn't mean we do it.
Yeah. Dave.
I have a herbalism kit.
Okay.
Herbal.
Yeah, whatever he said.
Mhm.
And, like, it says I can create, like, any potion of healing.
But what's the cost to do so?
He's got the kit, and it just says, also proficiency with this kit is required to create antitoxin and any potion of healing. He's got the kit required to create antitoxins and potions of healing.
I agree, but you need time to do it. So I would say right now you don't have the time to do it.
Alright.
But if you, like, when we have downtime, if you say you want to spend time working on that, let
Right.
me know and we'll have you roll for that and see
Alright.
if you create one. All right.
I'm sorry, you said there was 2d4?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4. Got it.
So you guys
Thank
make your way to the less fortunate side of town. Yes, outside the walls. Gully, you actually have been near this area before when you went during the tournament. When you went with looking for the missing competitor. So you've been
good.
to this area of town before. Not the nicest area, for sure. And you find, every once in a while you see people kind of like laying in alleyways. You're not sure if it's drunk, maybe they're diseased. You're not quite sure. Maybe they're just sleeping off alcohol. Who knows? But make your way to kind of a rundown building. It's got kind of broken windows. There's kind of boards over it to still give it a window look. There's a door that doesn't shut all the way, and this is the parish. The captain looks at y'all and says, "Shall we?"
If we must.
Okay.
Same thing. Just gingerly walking in. Very uncomfortable.
Okay. So, as you're all walking in, Oath, and you hear a voice. Oath.
Yes, ma'am.
You must assist me. When you fight, I can grant you power, just as I grant power to Malika. He does not realize we are all on the same side. Trust in Malika, and he will trust in you.
That's a tough ask. He's already tried to separate us once.
He did not realize your powers come from the same place. But he will now.
Very well.
Trust no one else. No one else. So you make your way in, and there's people like laying in makeshift cots and stuff, and they're kind of like twitching a little bit. They're sweating profusely a little bit, and the guy looks up and says, more victims.
Help.
Oath
We're
is
here to
gonna-
help.
The captain looks back at you. I thought you were sturdy.
This is why. 'Cause I'm smart.
He covered your nose, and he looks up and sees you and says, it's not catching from breathing it in, if that's what you're worried about. I've been around these people for a week now. I have not gotten what they have.
So what do you think what is happening?
Who are you?
Oh, I am Gully. I am a servant of Lyra, and I'm with the traveling guard.
Interesting, the captain says. We were sent here to assist you in uncovering what's going on. If you please explain. We have no idea. Oh, it started a little over a week ago. People being brought to me and complaining of the issues at hand here, that they had the sweats, they couldn't sleep. Some people dreaming about rats of all things, like gnawing on them in their sleep. And at first I thought maybe it was some kind of a sickness of the mind, but the more people that come in, the one common denominator we continue to hear about is rats. Rats, and more rats. They've been bitten by rats, or they have rats in their bed when they wake up. And
I love rats.
I'm not sure what's causing this infestation of rats, but this is clearly a plague being brought to us by rats.
So they have bite marks?
Some have bite marks, some do not, and yet still show the symptoms. We've had some interesting symptoms. Many develop what you see here, but we've had a couple that swear they were rats and began biting other people. One was put down. There was nothing else they could do. The city guard tried to subdue him. They could not. He bit multiple people before he was finally, unfortunately, put down. And I'm not sure what causes this malady other than being bitten by a rat, but again, we've seen those not bitten still come down with it. And the latest, which does not help, is it's one of those damn charlatans down in the slum square down there where he swears people that he can heal them, and I'm pretty sure he has no healing abilities whatsoever, and he's just selling fake concoctions, but you can't tell a group of poor people that he's selling for next to no money that his cures don't work. They seem to take to anything that somebody offers. And it's people like him that I can't stand, making money during a plague situation like this. The people of this city matter just as much as those inside the walls.
How much money is he making?
He doesn't charge much, and that's why the people love him, because they can afford it.
Interesting.
But do a lot of people
but I don't believe he's actually healed anyone.
I know
That's
somebody
the-
like that.
Does it seem to bring them some sort of relief? Whatever this concoction.
I think
Every
it's
chance I
temporary,
get,
yes.
Blast them. Yeah.
I would go so far as to tell you if you investigate him, you may find a little bit more details on what you're
I think
after.
this dude has a good idea.
But I'm telling you right now that we are dealing with something that is at least caused by rats to some extent. Now, I've seen rats in this church before, but none that have bit people and caused this disease. So I don't know what rats it is, if it's all rats, certain rats, but there's no question in my mind the rats are carrying this disease.
You just make this stuff all the time if you teach it.
Would I
Start selling it.
get the feeling he's telling us everything he knows?
Roll an insight check.
18.
You believe he's being fairly honest with you. Like, he's very passionate about what he's doing, and he's very upset about what he thinks is a charlatan selling fake wares in the town.
He's honest,
Yeah.
so he's in the wrong line of work. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So he's like, and he wears a disgusting mask that he thinks makes him look more, I guess, professional. I don't know.
What's the mask look like?
It's one of those long beat masks that keeps him apart.
That's
I've never seen his face, so I don't know who he really is. Calls himself the Plague Doctor.
The plague doctor. Okay.
Wow,
Any
that's-
suggestions on where we should
That's
If you go to the
great.
square there behind where the
So
marketplace
creepy.
sets up, a couple alleys
Sounds
lead into that. He usually sets up shop there during the day and sells his potions.
Okay. So,
He'll have a crowd of people around him, so just be wary of that.
So, Captain, what do you think? Do we look into the charlatan or?
I think it's as good a lead as any. She's like, can we huddle up for just a second, though?
Yeah.
Father, we'll be back in a minute. She kind of pulls you outside. She's like, look, I don't like rats.
Oh, they're amazing creatures.
No, they're not.
You've never been in the Underdark, have you?
No,
Oh.
I don't like rats. If you see a rat, you said you can burn shit now. If you see rats, will you burn them?
But I can only do that once a day.
What?
I mean,
Throw your damn boomerang at them then.
I do like throwing a boomerang.
Good. Can we do that?
No truer words have been spoken, Captain.
If you see a rat, I need you to kill it. I don't want to get bit by a plague-carrying rat. I've thought about all the ways I might
just gonna-
die in serving this country. Never once was it being bit by a rat.
I'm just gonna be practicing, not doing rank though. It's just like
Oh my.
I don't like rats, guys. I'm just telling you. Don't like
Understood.
them. Not my friends.
We should give them a chance.
No, they're disgusting and filthy.
And we really should go with the Underdark sometime.
I mean, they're huge. Well, for me.
Yeah.
Just don't like them.
Agreed.
If we see rats, can we agree we'll kill rats?
Yes, we will kill rats.
All right. Father, we're going to go investigate this charlatan. So, you guys get ready to pack up, and that's where we are going to take our break this evening. And when we come back, we will do a little investigating of a plague doctor. Welcome back. When we previously had left, the group was gearing up to leave the parish, and they were going to go to the center of the slums and have a little conversation with the plague doctor. So they're going to make their way towards the center of that area there, and that's where they find a pretty good-sized crowd gathered, where some of these alleys kind of run together, and there's like this, I hate to call it a city center, it's almost more like where some alleyways meet up, and there's not a building. And you see this gentleman who's taller, and he's standing up, and he's standing kind of on a little box that makes him look, like he's already pretty tall, and he's wearing this like raven-beaked mask, and so you can't see his face, and he's holding this lantern, but he's pointing to his like he's got this box with these potions on it, and he's like, I have your cure that the church has held back from you, my children. And all these people are like, yeah. And you see like people with like sweat pouring down them who are really sick. And it's like, for those of you sick, I can heal you. For those of you not sick, I have a potion that will protect you. And the church doesn't want to give it to you. They keep it only for those inside the city walls because it's for the rich. But I offer it for the mere price of 2 coppers a vial, so that all can afford it and all can be safe. And like the crowd's kind of, yeah, like gearing up. And the captain looks at you guys and is like, how do we want to handle this?
Boomerang.
Told you.
Well, what if I was to make myself appear like I had this plague? I could try out whatever it is that he's offering.
It's a good
He'll
idea.
sell it to you.
Right.
He'll sell it. Doesn't matter if you look like you have it or not. He's selling.
Think so?
I think so.
So people are like, please, me. What do you want to do?
Say we should approach.
So you're trying to push your way through the crowd?
Yeah.
I'm not going to really push my way through. But I'm standing there, and my raven is prominently on my shoulder.
I'm just gonna fly
Okay.
above them all and
Okay.
just land right next to him.
Okay, hold on. So
Whoa.
you just flew above the crowd, and where do you want to land down there?
In the front row.
Gideon, if you could move him to very close,
Next to him or now the front row?
The front row.
Okay.
like right there, that far away.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, so you fly up and fly down, and people are like, what is that? It's a giant flying rat! Oh my God! Like a couple people back up.
Nice.
And the plague doctor just kind of looks at you. Not a rat. A bird. A bird man. I don't discriminate. Would you like to buy one of my vials?
I would love to.
Only 2 copper for even the bird man. He holds out his hand. And it's like there's these tight black gloves that go up far so you can't even see the arm.
While he was talking to him, I would just slowly approach and just
So you're trying to like work your way through
just
the
keeping
crowd.
an eye on Shaver.
Okay.
I'm just slowly bringing copper,
Caesar.
about to take it, and then I give it to him and I take it.
Okay. So he hands you the vial and he says, I sell to protect everyone. Men, birds, you name it. I have what the people want. And I will help this city, even when those behind the wall will not help you.
Othin is trying to sneak his way through the crowd
Okay.
Just going to the left.
around towards the back.
Roll a, let's say athletics or acrobatics to you to try to get through and weave your way in, because the crowd's really pushing forward. They want this potion.
Send my raven up in the air.
Okay.
Now I can move through space as a creature larger than myself, correct?
That's true. You can. Damn halflings. God, man.
I mean, I'll still. I mean, I got an acrobatics or a stealth check.
Sure. Halflings worse than monks.
23.
That's not true.
All
That's
right.
not true.
Okay. Yeah. Nobody make a halfling monk. That is disallowed in this. So you kind of make your way.
It's a
Where
good
would you
idea.
like your?
I would like to kind of.
next
Does the
area?
crowd go all the way around him?
This is
Okay.
what I was thinking.
So you're thinking like right there, right there a little bit.
I don't even see it.
No, I'm not sure why it's not pointing.
I'm thinking like right in here somewhere, like right behind him.
Okay.
Does the crowd go all the way around him,
Yeah.
or are they just in
They're
front
in
of him?
front.
Does he have like a cart or something with him?
Yep.
I'm gonna give the potion I just bought to Malika.
Like there, or do you want
Yeah.
to be all the way around?
Like all the way around.
Okay.
Does he like? Gully said, "Is there a cart or anything?"
He's got a cart with the stuff on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of get up next to the cart.
Okay. He's got a couple of look like tufts. That are
Oh, nice
by
on
the
me.
cart.
He's got cards.
So are you gonna like go right up by them, or
Sure.
they're trying to keep people back from the cart? Like,
How far out does this crowd go? I mean, it's pretty much packing the whole area.
So there's these two guys that would be by the cart if you want to set them
Well, you'd have guys without knives.
right. So let's say that's where the cart
Give me
is.
unarmed men.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to see the Blue Man Group.
Yes. So they're kind of sitting there and they're guarding the cart.
Okay.
Does this
And people are starting to come over. He's like, "My children, I am your savior. Line up, pay your fee, collect your potion." And so the crowd's kind of getting worked up, getting into it.
Have I made it to the front yet?
Yeah, you're close.
Okay.
See,
My raven is saying liar.
okay,
And he's gonna come over and land on my shoulder.
okay. So he looks up and looks back to the crowd. He says, "There are those among us from the city. Be wary. Those that would try to take from you the potions that will heal you." And the crowd's like, "What? Where?" He's like, "Search amongst you. There are those in the crowd now that
I'm
serve."
pretty certain that they the
Like-
bird landing on me.
So he points. They kind of start looking at you like, "Ah, this guy, he's trying to take your potions from you." They're kind of looking at you like, "Hey, get out of here."
Well, and I'm not trying to take anything. And as my little friend has already said, the deity that he seems to represent with his little mask questions his motives.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, 16.
Okay. You managed to sway a couple people near, but a lot of people in the crowd, though, are still like, "Oh, this guy's our hero. This guy's saving us." It's like, "My children, don't let these imposters from the city take away your potions that will keep you from this disease. They don't care about you outside the walls. Those who live in the walls are only concerned about their money and their prestige. You're all fodder to them." And he's kind of working them back up
I
again.
look at myself and I'm like, money and prestige. Not here.
Well,
Sorry.
You are a little cleaner than most of these people, I will say that. So,
Just want to start charging.
I know how to fix
Blast
that.
in my hand.
okay. So you, like, what does that look like? Describe that
My
for me.
hands wrapped around my spear.
Okay.
And around my fingertips and the spear, there's just this black flame looking up over my hand and all around the spear.
Okay. So the crowd starts really getting worked up now. They're like, oh, look at it. He's like, they're all around us, my children.
And with my other hand, I point, holding onto my shield. This man is a fraud.
And people start like moving at you, like the crowd's kind of moving towards you and encircling all of you. They start moving towards each and every one of your characters. There's probably a good 100 people in the crowd, and so I would say
What
like
as they surge forward?
they each
Is
kind of
that-
are coming towards. That's an alleyway. Yeah,
That dead ends or that just goes off?
it goes off in your viewpoint. You can see it turns down the way there. So
Malika, you're closer to the front now, correct?
Correct.
yeah,
Like here-ish, or?
yeah. But there's people all around you now.
I'm gonna,
That's good.
That works.
I'm gonna fly 10 feet up.
Okay.
I'm sticking by the captain.
Well, you've got people coming back that way too, and she's like,
Uh-oh.
"This is not going well. How do you want to handle this?" So you guys got all these people around you now.
Now, what are these two ruffians here? What do they look like? What do they got?
They
for
just
weapons?
look like roughnecks. They've got one's got a pretty big sized sword. The other one's actually got has a meat cleaver.
righteous.
Yes,
I like that.
that's what
like
that's
that.
what they're holding as weapons.
Okay.
So, just for clarification, the items that we had identified, would we have to attune to those, or are those available to us now?
I will say that you took in the time to attune to them. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
give you that.
Well, the sword does the sword.
Sword
need
does
to-
not, no, but the shield did, and so did the
Well,
circlet.
you're saying we already attuned to
Yes.
Okay.
Should find out what that one did.
Captain, I think we're gonna have a problem here.
You definitely are good at the obvious.
So,
'Cause you're surrounded by people.
I would just,
She's like, go back to your homes.
yep, and I'd do the same thing. I mean, telling the crowd that this man's a fraud, and we're not here to hurt anybody, but we will defend ourselves. Please back up.
Roll either an intimidation or persuasion, your choice.
Okay.
What are you trying to do here? Persuade or intimidate?
I'm trying to persuade.
Okay.
21.
Wow. 21. So the people around you kind of start to back away. Othan, what do you do where you were at? There's people starting to come
What
to you.
like
too.
what? From what I can see, what am I getting as a sense from the crowd?
The crowd is worked up.
Are they
It looks like
aggressive towards us?
Yes.
We just kicked the hornet's nest.
Although by Malika, they seem to be dispersing a little bit. Were you persuading or intimidating?
Persuading.
Okay, so they're a little both intimidated and persuaded. They're backing away.
I'm gonna tell these two guys. I'm not sure if they know I'm there.
They see you by the cart.
I'm gonna tell them that they need to put down their weapons and walk away.
They look at you and they're like, you have no idea what you're involving yourself in.
Enlighten me.
Run away, city boy.
See, I can't do that. Othan will unsheath his two swords,
Okay?
and I'll point one at both of them.
Alright. As you do that, all hell breaks loose.
Oh shit!
Okay. First of all of a sudden, the plague doctor floats up into the air. He says,
This motherfucker.
I will return when there are less unbelievers. And he vanishes, so he's gone.
Naturally.
And the two guys next to you start to ripple. It's all you can, like they're rippling. Like all of a sudden they're there, and then their form is shifting, and like their clothes start to tear, and people around see this and start to run. Like their face starts to like whiskers sprout out, like hair starts to grow out all over the body, like parts of the clothes tatter more, and you see tufts of hair like rip out. And where those two gentlemen were standing, if you could replace them with those two, and people start running from everywhere.
I like the guys with the knives better.
Right.
Yeah, can we just keep them?
And then one of the guys in front of the captain and goalie steps out, the same thing happens. And then one of the guys over by Gideon, the same. And all of a sudden, you find the crowd is just like, they're running, like everybody's getting out of there. It's like, it's chaos. But then you start to see these creatures emerge, and they're like, all I can describe them to you is like a giant rat standing on 2 feet holding weapons, and they're looking at you and they're like, make a move. And it's initiative time.
Wait.
Oh, no. No. This little guy's been rolling so well tonight. I don't want to lose him. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. In the same roll.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go 20 to 25.
24.
Whoa.
Whoa. So you had 24, Shazer?
Yeah.
23, Othan, 20.
Okay, so Shazer is a 24.
Yep.
Yes, then 23, Othan. 22, Gideon.
Othan was 23.
Correct.
Who was 22? Gideon?
Gideon.
Good
Right.
lord.
Malika, 20.
Guess you were all prepared.
I mean, we were. Realistically, we were all inching into position to be ready for whatever was about to come.
Oh,
Dice don't
man.
lie. The meat cleaver, bro.
Kind of a cool weapon.
Yeah, it is.
Very,
14 for Gully.
very unique.
Gully 14.
That's still good for goalie.
That's pretty good.
You guys all go. Captain was only at 13.
Starting to feel a little differently about rats.
The captain's just like, oh, of course.
Why is it always rats?
Of course.
Yes. She has an indie moment.
Yeah, she looks to you, Gully, who's next to her. What did I say about rats?
Why is it always rats?
Kill them.
All right, so Shazer, you're flying up and you see all this, and can we take the plague doctor off the board? He is vanished.
Nope.
We took him off the board.
Freaking coward.
Makes me think of someone else. He's got tattoos and stuff lit up on his arms.
All right.
Disappear.
That's why the clouds went so far up.
So,
It's dominatrix.
what do you do, Shazer?
First, I look at the captain and I say, I got you, captain. And then on the one on the right of Othan, I'll use Scorching Ray on.
She did ask you to burn the rats.
And that's
You
21.
use Scorching Ray on which one?
That one.
Okay, so you say, I got you, Captain, but then don't hit the
Don't
one near
help the captain.
Gotcha,
That's
okay.
I helped the
perfect.
captain. She said hit rats. She didn't say hit the
now
ones
you
next
just-
to her.
You confused me for a minute.
So
Okay,
you
so
see rats,
you got 2 more attacks because you have
Yep.
3 rays.
You get
Are
3.
you shooting them all at the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll 2 more attacks. Each
Oh.
one you get to add 5 to whatever you roll.
So that first one is
21, he said the first one. So add 5 to that. Because with
19
the,
on
with
that
the
one.
circlet, you just get to add plus 5. So okay, so 19. Those both hit, and then the last one.
Plus 5.
Add 5 to whatever you roll.
17.
Okay, those
I was
all
drawing
hit.
a blank.
All hit. So they're
So-
each 2d6 plus 2.
66.
Yep.
So 6d6 plus 6.
oh,
Wow. Alrighty.
that's our cleric. He's
Gully's about to try something really stupid, so
That's what I love to hear in D&D. I'll tell you
Right.
what.
So like, where do these rays come from?
All right, that'd be 27.
27 points of fire damage.
I would do it for this.
Okay, so they're kind of facing Othin. They're ready. Othin's pulled his blade, and then just boom, 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 and just fire just bursts from this one. You see this happen. You're just like, that's new.
Yeah.
That's not a boomerang. And this one's just
That is not a boomerang.
I point my sword and not a ball.
all right. Do you
Tip
move it
the
all?
cap.
Nope.
Wow.
did that one die?
No,
No. Okay.
That's
All right.
Jesus.
but it's singed. Like just the fur is all blackened. It's just like still standing there.
There goes Scorching Ray.
All right. Do you move or stay where you are?
I stay where I am.
Okay, so that brings us to Othin.
In my mind, for the record, whenever I speak to May, it will always be in my mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask May for help.
Okay, so
Help
you.
me in this battle.
All right. So. Okay. May offers you, like, you feel this surge of power kind of like spark from wherever the mirror is hidden, like sparks into you. And you feel this surge of energy, and you have advantage on your attacks this round.
So I'm going to step up and attack the one with the cleaver that just got roasted.
Okay?
And try to finish that thing off.
Okay.
26.
26 hits. Which,
This is a magical.
this is
Awesome.
the magic sword?
Yep.
Okay.
Want to put that pedestal under me?
9 points.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make my other attack with my bonus action.
With your other sword?
With my
Thanks.
other regular sword.
Okay.
Also armor class 26.
Okay, that hits. But this is the non-magical one?
Yep.
Okay.
So that one does 9 points. of
Okay.
damage also.
So that one slides in, and you just, like, it doesn't seem like that one cuts like it should on it. The first one really cut. Like, it
Okay.
looks really wounded, but then you hit with the other one, and it doesn't seem like it,
It did as much as it should.
or any.
Or any.
You felt like you sliced it, and it just, like, shrugged that one off.
Very well. So my normal weapon does not work. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to position myself where I'm not immediately flanked.
Okay?
Maybe my back up against the cart, wherever the cart's at.
Yeah, you're right there by the cart. Okay.
Alright. And that's it for my round.
Okay. Gideon. You have one kind of right in front of you there.
Right in front of me, the only thing I can really do is swing my short sword. I mean, that would be my first reaction.
Okay.
$20.
20 hits.
$9 points.
9
Regular
points.
short sword.
But regular. Okay. So it does hit and it cuts. And yours cut, but you felt like you saw true, and you were expecting when you cut it with that it would, like, maybe just drop dead because you knew it was so wounded. That's what surprised you a little bit on that lad. You're like, why did this one not finish it?
Okay.
Okay, so for me, it just
But yours
probably
cuts.
feels like
You
the
felt
hide
like
is
you did
just
damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
tough hide, but you feel like you did damage. Okay. You said 9 points?
yes.
Okay. All right. Do you move? There's still people, like, running away at this point because this all just happened. Like,
would try to group up as best as we could.
And you're right after me, right?
But there's
So you get the bonus
no.
on your attack.
No.
If I hit the
Not
same
gonna move
move,
this
you
round.
might finish it off.
Okay. All right. So you stay where you are. That brings us to Malika with Gully on deck. So Malika, you're kind of watching this, like all these creatures just kind of appeared around you here.
I would turn and see that there's one threatening Gully.
Well, Gully's there with the captain.
Right, but I know that we discussed we needed to keep Gully safe. He's
Okay.
the only one that can defend from the plague. So I would turn and sprint at him,
Okay.
attempt to drive my spear into his back.
Okay.
So would that be flanked with advantage?
It's not almost dead.
Yeah, it would be actually. yeah.
Awesome.
Let's save
Okay.
it for one that's not almost dead yet.
Oh, thank goodness. That's going to be an 18.
That hits.
Okay.
Just not a second level.
So that is going to be 8 points of damage.
8 points.
8 points of damage. Yes.
Okay. So your spear kind of sticks into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that'll be it. I'll hold right there.
Okay. So that brings us to Gully, and the
Yeah.
captain is on deck.
Hopefully I've drawn his ire.
Gully, what do you want to do?
Gully is going to see if this works.
Love it.
He is going to cast. He's going to step up to this rat and cast Lesser Restoration. He's going to place a hand on it. Save.
Okay.
Yep.
Well then, let's take a look.
You pull back a nub.
I might.
Very, very interesting. Okay.
He says, "May Lyra's light free you from this disease."
So, crisis of faith for the DM here. Okay, because obviously this spell was designed to heal somebody. It talks nothing about a saving throw. Okay. So you cast Lesser Restoration, and the question is that enough? Okay. Let's take a look at this. All right.
Interesting.
Let's gotta try.
All right. So the curse can't be one or both of its. Okay. Here, remove curse. So I don't think it's going to work based on what it's telling me here. So it does not work. So you cast it on it and it's like, but it does not remove it. And it's still like this rat creature standing there.
I'm gonna try to bonus action retrieve my holy water, and then I think that'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. So you cast this, try it. Great idea.
I'm gonna
As I looked into it, a remove curse heals,
Yeah.
which is a 3rd level spell. Lesser Restoration does not heal. I can't.
Do I have any more movement left?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a step back.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Okay, so the captain swings away at this thing
Yeah,
after
that's
you
fine.
try that.
You
She's
need a
like,
bullet.
I don't know what that was, and she just mauls this thing. Misses, but also hits.
How high of a level was
She
her?
does
How high of a level
12
was her?
points on that. Okay.
Gets two
All right,
attacks, at least
so
fifth.
now it is their attack. So the one that's there.
That happened.
At least 5th level.
All right, by the way, this next round, before I forget, whatever you do at disadvantage. Don't forget that.
Alright.
Okay. Okay. So
At disadvantage.
So It turns and it attacks Malika. It's gonna try to bite you and stab you.
Okay.
So the bite is an 11.
Miss.
The stab is a 19.
That is my AC.
So it does hit with the sword, but not the bite. That's key. All right. So damage from that is 8 points of damage from the sword.
Because you have to first remove my spear from the spine.
Okay, so that one hits you. The one on Gideon, it's gonna bite and let's try to hit you with his blade.
Nice knowing you guys.
Okay, so the bite.
No, no, no.
What's his plus here? Is a 15 to bite and a 16 to.
Hits.
So they both hit. Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, so you take 10 points of damage.
No.
No? No, I didn't tell you what the DC was.
2.
Well, it's not 2. Okay, so. Oh boy.
With my modifier, it is 2.
Okay, so it sinks its teeth into you after it swipes and stabs you, and you pull your arm back, and there's blood, but you also feel like this burning sensation, like running up your arm into your body. But you took 10 points of damage, and then there's 2 more that are with Othin, so they're each going to attack you.
Remember when I said I could help with this? Turns out I can't.
I seem to have overestimated my abilities.
So,
Okay, 14 on the bite, 20 on the sword for the first one.
The 20 hits.
Okay, so not the bite though.
Correct.
Okay, so the sword takes 7 points, and then the second one's going to do the same thing. Now this other one is big. Like, he is the biggest one of them, which you can clearly see which one that is, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I believe.
King Dingaling Supreme.
Yep.
And he's not going to bite you. He's going to take 2 swings with this great big blade. of
One with
his.
the sword that looks like a car bumper.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just got hit
Okay.
with a Volkswagen fender.
Right.
14 and a 19.
19 hits.
19 hits. Okay. That one does 11 points. Okay, so we are back to the top. So we are at Shazer and then Othin on deck. So Shazer, what would you like to do while you're flying up here?
Say, you know you want to do it.
What do you do, Shazer?
Using healing word on Othin.
Okay. Is that a touch or no?
Nope.
Now, is that one that can be used on multiple people or no?
I don't.
Also no.
I don't think so.
Healing word
Yeah,
just on
creature
one?
of your
Yep,
choice.
just one.
Okay, yep. So on Othin?
Yep.
Okay. So you 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is what?
Which is 4.
Okay.
So I got 8.
8 points. Woo, nice. So Othin, you get 8 points back.
Thank you, May. I have no idea this comes from him. I didn't know he could
You
do that.
see him up in the air cast this at you, which, by the way, he's also torched one of these creatures in front of you. All right. Do you stay where you are, Shazer?
Yep.
All right, Othin.
I had no idea he could do that.
I can do anything.
I mean, he's healed me a lot.
I'm going to try to move up, around, and give one more attack to this thing.
Okay. So for the rest of this fight, Caleb, you're at disadvantage
Yep.
on anything. So not just that round.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead.
I'm at advantage still.
You're at advantage, yep.
22.
Yeah, that hits. This is the magic one.
Yep.
This is the wounded one.
Ooh,
Nice.
12 points.
It drops.
He's got the
So that one
magic
dies. And as it hits the ground, like it starts to like slowly wither back into the body of a man.
stick. You know, if he can hit once, he can.
Now, do I have enough movement to get up to that other one or no?
How far away are you?
So you 20
Square's
feet?
5 feet.
No, probably not. I only have 25-foot movement.
Oh, and you already moved, so yeah.
He hits the baddest crits.
What are you gonna do?
Damn. I'm going to use my bonus action to use Second Wind,
Okay.
which I will get 1d10 plus 3 hit points back.
Okay.
Was that a 9? I think that's a 4. So I get 7 hit points back,
Okay.
and that will end my turn.
All right. So that brings us to Gideon with Malika on deck.
I did want to... Nah. I want to at least be able to use enough movement to get up within the next... If he doesn't
Okay.
come at me. I had a little bit left.
So Gideon, you feel this like you know it like you feel like there's poison coursing through you.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have to put him down. Just kidding. Just do it.
All right. I'm gonna attack with my short sword, and if I disengage, can I move kind of in their direction when I disengage?
As a bonus action?
Yeah.
Which you have, yes.
Yep. Yeah.
No?
Oh no.
Okay. So you
No, it
swing,
wasn't that one.
you swing, miss wildly. Okay. And you disengage and kind of move yourself a little bit.
It was
Okay.
like too higher than that.
All right. Malika with goalie on deck.
Instead of healing.
Yes.
What would you like to
So-
do?
Feeling pretty confident that the captain's got goalie protected.
Roughly right.
What's that?
I'm going
That'd be roughly right.
Yeah.
move forward 15 feet, and then I will use Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport, and then behind the big fella,
Okay.
and then we're going Vegeta blast back of his head.
You hear in your
So-
head. Yes.
Now, with Blessing of the Raven Queen now, so when I teleport using Blessing of the Raven Queen, I gain resistance to all damage until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So
So you have.
pop up behind him. I'm going.
It's almost like a rage at that.
Yes, I'm going
okay.
Eldritch Blast to the back of his head.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So that will be 24.
That hits.
24. And that will be 7 points of damage.
7
points of force damage, yes.
Okay.
Right to the back of the big fella's noggin.
7, you said?
7, yes.
Okay. All right.
And then that will be it for me.
All right. So that brings us to goalie and then the captain on deck.
Am I able to see if anybody looks wounded? I don't know if it's mass chaos or what.
I mean, it's a little bit of chaos, but yeah, I mean, you've heard people screaming, running. You look over and, you know, you survey a little bit. You've got one that's right in your face, so that's definitely scary. I would say, you know, that's really in the prominent part of your vision. It's hard to see who else is taking hits.
And me standing behind
Okay.
a guy like this with
Yeah,
scorched fur on the
way
back
across.
of his head.
Yeah, way across.
All right. Well, Gully is going to try a sacred flame.
Okay. So he has to make a saving throw, correct?
I have to roll the hit, I think.
I thought
I thought it was a saving.
saving
no,
thought
it's saving throw,
Constitution of
Dexterity
14.
saving
Oh,
throw.
he
dexterity.
fails.
All right.
So he takes damage.
6 points.
Okay. And anything
It's
else?
radiant damage. No.
No.
Okay. Do you move at all or stay where you are?
I think he's gonna kind of just back up
Get
a little.
behind the-
Yeah.
I see it.
All right. So the captain then swings
Thanks.
again. Hits with 1. All right. So she drops that one. That one
Okay.
is down.
Nice.
It says roll with cheap plastic dice.
All right. So that brings us to the rats. So
It says roll with raw amethyst gemstone dice.
first on the one that's on Gideon.
Where?
On the game log on here.
Okay, so the bite is a 23, the sword is a 13.
Roll with a basic
Silvery
black
barbs will
flag.
bite.
How does that work?
Silvery barbs is cast as a reaction. One reaction which you take when a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. So I magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. So the triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
So it's got to roll
So
again.
Roll the hit again, and whichever is lower.
It's just not as fun.
Okay. Well, the 1 we know hits,
Roll the bite. Yes.
but the second one is going to be a 14.
That it would be the successful one that you use.
Right, so
Yeah.
the one that hit, I re-rolled. The
Okay.
re-roll is a 14.
14 misses.
Okay, so nicely done. All right.
And then I can choose a different creature I can see within range. You can choose yourself. Chosen creature has advantage on its next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw that
Okay.
it makes within 1 minute.
Well, technically, the direction you're facing, you can see
Oh, yeah,
Odin,
me.
Malika. Oh, you.
Me.
Picking me. Okay. All right.
Can't see any of you guys.
Okay.
Each of those are
How can't you see
All right,
me?
so the
Okay,
big
I can
one,
see you.
Yeah,
who just
and
got
I'm at
blasted in the
disadvantage,
head,
bro.
turns around and starts
But
attacking
I've
Malika.
already
Yep.
taken
Blasts him in the
much
head.
more damage. than you
Resistant to all damage.
Yeah, so you
Yes.
take
Ready,
half.
sir.
if-
Correct.
Okay.
you took
I
damage.
haven't taken
So-
any damage.
A 24 and a 14.
they
24
can't even
hits,
reach
14 misses.
Okay.
I took 26.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would beat that
Okay,
in that,
so
so
16, but you were resistant,
I
so
would
you
be
take 8.
reburied.
It's a big sword blade he's attacking with. I mean, like when he hits with this,
Yeah,
like
we would have made
It
it.
doesn't.
it's like the size of your spear, but he's waving it as a sword.
All right.
So I cut that in half to 8 points of damage.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And that brings us back to Shazer
Thank you, blessing of the right.
with Othin on deck.
All right. Guiding bolt, second level,
Okay, at
disadvantage. Yes,
Which-
I know.
which person? Which
Oh
one?
yeah,
The big fella.
the big fella.
Okay, but yes, at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yes, I know.
All right,
Frickin' Kevin.
it's 22.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, I got a 17 and a 20.
Well, yeah,
You rolled a
that
nat 20?
that hits.
Ah,
No,
frickin'
yeah.
Kevin kills another crit.
And we just learned the title of this episode: Kevin kills a crit.
Kevin kills a crit.
20 points of damage.
20 points
What?
of damage with this guiding bolt. Holy cow! Okay, this bolt of energy. You got like you hit this thing in the back of the head. It burned. It turned. It hit you.
Past me.
You're getting ready to attack, and then this just giant bolt of energy just like hits into this thing and does massive damage to this thing.
Which means the next attack gets advantage.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah, he's got
So-
a glowing beacon in the
Which
middle
is
of his
Othin,
chest
who
now.
already gets advantage. So Othin's round with Malika on deck.
Alright, I'm going to move up, flank this thing.
That's head on.
23.
23 hits.
This is with the magical. 12 points.
Okay.
Oh.
Ugh.
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 That's a 11.
That does not hit.
3 and 2.
I'm
Ouch.
going to action surge.
Okay.
Advantage and he still can't hit.
Not much of a halfling, is he?
I get to re-roll the 1. Jeez. 16.
In my next campaign, halflings will have all died out.
16.
16 hits. Reroll ones. What a terrible thing.
For 8 points.
8 points?
Yep.
Okay. But this is with the regular sword?
Yep, and then a natural 20.
That hits?
Makes another one. Yeah, all halflings die
So-
in this universe.
Natural 20 is going to be 2d6.
So if he rolls a 1 and re-rolls another one, does he get to roll again?
No.
So then at that point, you're just gonna kill him if that
Yes.
happens. Like,
Yeah.
Othin's dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Alright, 10 plus.
Well, first you gotta
6.
double it.
Right, that is doubling it. I rolled 2.
How much?
Do you roll 2 dice or just double one of them?
I double the one you roll. Yeah.
Alright, I'll re-roll.
There you go.
12 plus 6 is 18 plus the 3.
Is this the magic sword?
Yeah,
or is it
21.
21 points. Okay. Whew. So he's low now.
And those are all my attacks.
Okay.
You sure you don't have another attack there?
Soon enough.
How isn't this dude dead yet?
Soon enough.
He got guiding bolt. And he got like.
I don't know why you're eyeballing me, Gully. That guy earned the gold.
Okay, was that the end of your round?
Yes, sir.
Malika, what do you do? Gully, you're on deck.
Drop it.
Alright. I will attempt to drive my spear into his back
Okay.
and raise him off the ground.
You are behind him, so you're flanking him.
Yep.
So you get advantage also.
Correct.
Nobody's giving you shit about it.
His advantage isn't taking it away from other people.
Nobody
13.
knows that.
That's true.
Let's not talk about
13.
13 points.
that. You don't
Okay,
even
so-
know. You have
As
no
you,
clue.
Othin, you hit him and cut him deep, and you can tell he's wounded. Malika from behind runs his spear through, and this thing's just like,
What makes you feel better? I
and
rolled
drops
something really
dead
good
to the
right now.
ground.
Can I raise
It's
it?
been
in
no
the air?
factor.
Yes, you raise
Other
a
than
giant
just
rat
that,
up in the air, and then it's
points.
now you kind of feel a little bad as it transforms back into just this normal, like, poor-looking beggar dude that you're just holding up on a spear.
I just slowly bring
He
it
would be
down.
I'm like, look, Malika killed a poor person.
Okay, less fortunate. So that brings us to Gully. What do you do?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was 13 to hit.
Oh, 13 to hit. I'm sorry, I thought you said 13 points.
No,
of
I
damage.
hadn't done damage yet. It was
well, then
13
No,
to hit.
you did not hit.
So then I don't kill the
take
rat.
that away. You did not kill a less fortunate
Right.
person.
I did not kill the rat.
Okay, was that your full round?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Okay. All right.
It's all
So
good.
then Gully with the captain on deck. So the captain kind of looks over, sees the rat attacking Gideon.
How does Gideon look?
Got an arm that's
some
ripped
blood
up.
on his arm. You can see part of his clothing there ripped a little bit.
Okay. Captain hasn't been hit yet, correct?
No.
Okay. So I am going to get within 30 feet and then do a heal spell on my friend here. Let's see. 2d8. 9.
Were
So
you doing this,
13 points to
What's
him.
the range on that?
I can do 30 feet. I might have
Okay.
to step up.
Yeah, you know, step up a little, but that's okay. So how many did you heal?
13.
Very
What I
nice.
said?
Okay. So that brings us to the captain. Gideon, did I skip you?
Yes, he should
I
have went
did.
before me.
I went right before. Yeah. So what do you do on your round, and then the captain?
Means I get to redo mine, right?
No.
You know, I think that's a rule.
No.
At this point, honestly, I think you try Mind Sliver.
Okay.
Mind freak.
Mind Freak.
So Mind
All
Sliver.
right, so target intelligence saving throw.
Okay. That's a big no.
So 1d6 damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes.
Okay. So roll damage.
5 points.
Okay. Now you haven't done a whole lot of damage this one.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So
Not exactly his
do
forte.
you stay where you are?
Other than when he breaks
No,
out the
not when,
sling.
not when they just pop up right in front of me.
Well, I kind of charged out of the crowd, and it was one of those people.
Yeah. I would have made certain he was flanked by some random person.
Do you want to stay where you are? Or?
No, I don't want to stay there. What the hell's wrong with you?
I am moving away.
I guess I'll move there.
Expeditious retreat.
All right, so you move away, okay, and so then the captain, can she get to that right or no?
5, 10, 15, 20. She's like 30 feet.
She has 30
30-ish?
feet of movement,
Okay.
There you go.
so she's gonna attack. She hits once, misses once. Okay. All right, which brings us to the rat, which sees that and is going to attack there. Misses with the bite, but does hit with the sword. Okay. So the captain takes damage. Now, as this happens, like this, like essence pops up out of that sewer grate in the middle and up in the air right next to where Shazer is flying
Yep, bring him back out.
is the plague doctor.
Of course.
My beautiful creations, you fools.
Try me, bro.
And points his lantern at you, and this beam shoots out of the lantern.
Okay. I can't let this thing stand to go.
Armor class 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
It's like a
Barely.
magnets or something? Or
No,
Automatic.
it still needs to be glued.
Yeah, it probably should be, yeah.
Thought it was coming in
Okay.
one piece. It came in two.
So first that, like this fiery beam shoots out of that lantern it's holding and hits you for 15 points of damage.
Alright.
And
Not
then
bad.
he strikes at you with the staff.
How's he striking at me?
He's flying.
What?
Yeah, he said he shot up in the
He
air.
shot like it was like gas that flew up, and now he's floating right up there next to you.
Alright.
So I will have to get my other piece out there. I'm not sure where that's at to put him up in the air, but
Oh, he's barely attached.
so no, don't worry about it. Is what you're saying? Okay.
So he's flying.
We're
Armor
gonna
class 20 for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hits.
and that's 11 more points of damage.
Alright.
So, and now we're back to the top. So Shazer, it's your round. This guy's flying up right next to you.
Heal? Yeah, right. Guiding bolt, second level, right at his face.
Okay.
Love that.
We don't need this thinking.
That's
No.
Now wait.
I mean, I did.
How many second level spells do you have?
2.
Okay.
And
Alright.
that'd be a 19.
19 hits.
Alright. $25 points of damage.
25 points of damage. Okay. So if you hit him with that, he's like, "Ugh, I don't have time for this." He's
Nice.
gone. He's gone. You know what? Like you can't see him anymore.
Alright.
Should I
Plague
take him
doc-
off the board?
Just leave him.
Yeah, take
Plague
him off
doc-
the board.
Alright.
Are you sure?
For now. Okay.
You know he's gonna fall off the pedestal again.
And that brings us to Othin with Gideon on deck.
Anybody got a booger we can stick to his foot? That'll hold him in place.
Othin, what do you want to do?
I want to attack this.
Oh, I'm sorry. That rat was alive, so he has to attack as well. See, I thought I could kill him, but
No.
didn't. And he's facing open, so he'll attack open.
No, of course.
Of course.
With advantage or disadvantage?
No. Let's see. So the bite is a 16,
Miss.
and the sword is a 26.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Hang on, let me check.
Let me do the math.
Narrow miss.
Carry the one.
16 points of damage.
16.
16. It's a big blade.
I guess so.
If it makes you feel better, I'm at 4 points right now.
Okay, now Odin, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hit this son bitch.
Do it.
I'm class 25.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna die again.
This is the
12
magic
points.
sword.
Yeah, 12 points.
12 points. You finish it off. For real this time.
And then he turns into a poor beggar.
Yes, and you have realized you've murdered a poor person. I'm sorry, a less fortunate person.
Yes, less fortunate.
Alright, I still have a bonus action.
Okay. You gonna stab him again for good measure? Or?
No. I think I'm gonna move up to the Gr8
Okay.
and see if this thing comes out again if I can't get a whack at him.
So you're gonna kind of hold that action.
Well, I don't know if I can hold an action because I already took my attack action, but I just want to be in position.
Okay. So you're right there by the grate.
I'm hoping if he flies by, maybe I'll get an attack of opportunity or something.
Okay.
You're hoping he'll enter your space and then exit it.
Correct.
Yes. You hope a lot
Versus-
of people enter your space.
No,
Alright.
that's
Just
not where we were going with that.
I would love to enter your space.
You've already done violated my space.
All right. Does that end
While I
your
was in
turn?
manacles.
Okay.
That's facts.
Gideon, you're up with Malika on deck.
On me like a bad rash.
You've kind of moved out of the way and let the captain
Can
step
we get rid of that
up.
Oh, yes, I have.
What do you want to do?
I want to pull out my
It's the
short
plague.
bow and
It's
hit
not
from a
me.
good safe distance.
Okay.
Dad, want to
Now
get
you
rid
have
of that
the
rat. I'm
braces
sick of
on,
looking
right?
at him.
Okay. So go ahead and shoot.
Nice.
Tree trunk for a sword.
No.
Yep. Dead
It
rat.
is. It was a big weapon.
Evidently,
Yeah, it was.
twos are good to roll.
Not a one. So
Not a
you didn't-
one.
You didn't shoot the captain in the back.
Nope.
So got that going for you.
Alright.
All right, Malika, you look up and you see one rat left on the board.
Can't roll for anything.
Go ahead and roll.
Alright.
Story of my
What
life.
else am I gonna do, right? That would be a 19.
That hits.
Alright.
Question for how much damage?
Mm-hmm. That is 9.
9. Okay.
Yep.
Still standing.
9 points of force damage.
Okay.
Alright. That'll be it for me.
Okay. So that brings us to Gully with the captain on deck.
Actually, just out of curiosity, never mind. Go ahead.
Gully, how do you want to?
Let's see. I am going to do Sacred Flame again on that
Okay,
rat.
so it needs to make a
Dex saving throw.
Dex. Wow, nat
I'm just
20
chilling
made
at
it.
4
Okay,
right now.
that is his turn.
That's
So
a
no
save.
damage then?
No, yeah, nothing.
Okay. First one of the night. And I finally rolled one.
Yep.
Alright. So that brings us to the captain who's just going to swing away. Oh, she misses.
Oof.
Which brings us to the rat. Which misses with the bite, but crits her with the sword.
His
Whoa.
silvery barbs that.
Huh?
His silvery barbs that.
Still hits, but not a crit. Oh,
Nice.
man. Nicely done. How often can you use that?
That's it.
Okay, that was well played. She's wounded, but not as bad as she would have been. All right, so that brings us back to the top. Shazer, with disadvantage. What would you like to do?
Such a surprise.
Let's see.
Guiding bolt not at second level.
At first level.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that would be 16.
That still hits.
Let's
Man,
go.
no low rolls for you tonight. Whew.
$15 points of damage.
Wow. So shays are just up in the air, just blasting away. So
That's what we expect from our healer.
yes, your healer like summoned his inner Magneto for this battle and just sat there and
Sensed a disturbance in the natural order, and he said it right.
yes,
He did heal Othin.
yes.
Right.
But
I
he
did not-
annihilates that rat who turns into a less fortunate person
Yes.
on the ground.
I did not heal myself though, and I'm at 4 HP.
Okay, well, you know what? That's a good
Probably
healer.
do something about that.
Okay, so the board is clear, like the alleyways are empty, everybody ran off as the fighting started, as fire, well, pretty much when that first fiery blast from Shazer hit, everybody scattered. Also, when people start turning into rat people, that also
Yeah,
kinda
the machine,
did the trick.
the machine gun blast.
Okay, so I'm pretty certain my arm is still burning.
A little bit, yeah, you
from
can feel
where
it coursing up
that
you.
bite was. I mean, the damage is healed, but dude, this is burning.
Alright, so the captain's like, was anybody bit?
That's what I just said.
Okay, that's a problem.
He gets ornery when he's poisoned.
Do we,
We need to get him to the healers.
Gully's gonna run over and dump some holy water on it.
okay, that burns like an MFer.
Let's
4 points of damage.
Like, now it's like steamy. You're like, ah!
Alright.
What are you making tea on me?
I don't know what else to do.
Captain's like, we should probably get back to the church, see if they know what they're doing. The church that
All
we were
right,
just
seriously,
at, the parish.
check whatever he was selling to these people in those boxes, though. I'm pretty certain that's not any kind of frickin'.
Shazer's got a vial.
You do have.
Well, we need to get rid of the rest of that, though.
I got a
These
what?
people will be back for it.
You
They
drink
think
it?
he's a-
What?
The vial
Not
that you
drink
bought,
it.
No, I have it.
No, he's just
Better
holding
not
on to
drink
it.
it.
just holding on to it.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Othin will jump
Should get rid
inside
of
the
it.
cart and
Okay.
Blast
There's
the
like,
box.
there's probably
No,
like
he
40.
just jumped inside the cart. Don't blast.
So you-
him in it.
You
I
jump
hold my
inside
hand
the
up to
car,
blow the box up. He said we should get rid of the rest.
and you look up and you see him holding his hand to blow up the car.
don't you dare.
Captain,
Don't
can
you
you
dare.
please do something about them?
Wait, I'd close it.
No. Wait. Can you get out of the cart?
I thought we were gonna destroy these.
He was about to.
Very well.
So you get out of the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So they just start shattering. Just now you
But
can't
we've
have
got one
still.
sample.
I do indeed.
Correct.
We need to figure out what it is,
Okay.
because that's
I'm
probably.
pretty sure Alico is the one testing that.
Yeah, we're not. No one's taste testing it.
So
No.
what do you want to do now?
I want to go to the giant rat guy. See, is there anything else on him other than that sword?
So it's this really gigantic blade.
Okay.
All right, we're taking
Can we
that.
go to the church now?
That-
Absolutely.
that's,
Okay.
that's coming with us.
So you do search the rats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a total of 38
I call
gold
everyone I
pieces.
kill.
Hey, you'll be okay.
There is a total of 38 gold pieces amongst the rats.
Okay.
Each one of them, however, also has like a bronze coin on them that you've never seen before, and it's just got this eyeball on it.
A bronze coin.
A bronze
eyeball.
coin with an eyeball on it.
It was
Okay,
4
we
of
should-
them.
We'll
There
take
are
we'll
4.
take those as well.
Who's taking those?
I am.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Wow.
Gully's gonna give you a tourniquet.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Try to keep the poison from moving.
Okay.
16.
16. As you're going to pocket them, you feel like one of the coins blinked at you.
Okay.
And where do you place them?
in my components pouch.
Oh, he's doing all
This
that.
party
I'm
and
just
their
gonna use
sentient
cure wounds
objects.
on myself.
Seriously.
Sorry, how much gold were we splitting?
There's
It was
38 gold.
Everybody gets 7, and there's 3 left over.
For the captain, of course.
Sure.
So that we can
Right,
take it from her
you're
later.
screwing her out of this?
I didn't even include her, no.
Yeah, you gotta include her. She's part of the
So
group.
What?
Yeah.
6 of us.
Okay.
So you each get 6, and there's 2 left
Yeah.
over.
Alright, and then
We could make a donation to the church.
Or I get the 2.
Or we'll
Captain's
make
like,
a donation
maybe
to
we
the church.
can use some of this money to pay for healing for this. I don't want him becoming one of those.
I can make potions.
Do you make potions that stop people? Are you just like this guy we just dealt with?
I mean, I'd love to take his mask and do the business again.
Alright, so does anybody have any use for
I
this giant
seriously
sword?
question your faith at times.
Also, when did you learn how to do all of that? And why did you not do that in earlier fights we've been in?
I have a boomerang.
Did you see how much better it was not to use your boomerang?
I'm not the
When you
only one
just
who saw this,
holster
right?
that.
No, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
he
amazing.
was burning things, he was shooting
And
beams
there
of
were just
energy.
beams of fire coming out of his forehead.
Yeah.
That was
like,
crazy.
Maybe do more of that and less boomerang.
It's been
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Eh.
Alright, let's go with Gideon.
Okay.
Get Gideon healed up. We're done plundering. Time to worry about Gideon.
Alright, so where do you take him? You take him back to the parish?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys walk in and he looks up, he's like, how'd it go with the plague doctor? Based on the screams and
blood
shouts?
From
Oh my gosh. Did you get bit?
oh yeah,
That's a problem.
you think?
I would have killed him, but he ran away.
So, what? Wait a minute. You would have killed him, but he ran away. Like,
Yeah, he's not talking about me.
how did he get away?
He just vanished.
Disappeared.
Do you have a private place we can talk?
Yes, he takes you back away from where all the sick are laying there. I mean, it's kind of a ramshackled room. It's also got his bed in it. I mean, he's got some books and some papers in there, but this is all
many
he's
books was
got, as he is a less fortunate person.
It was 4. 4 of the
No,
the ones with
special.
the
How
eyes.
much is
4.
how much does the average person or us know about lycanthropy?
As we're walking, I'm saying you drank the potion, didn't you? You drank it. You definitely drank it. I can tell.
To these people that are laying
Yeah.
there sick.
Yeah, you drank the potion, didn't you? Yep.
Ugh.
The potion I have definitely will turn me into a rat.
I believe the church could save you on this. Now, I'm not sure they'll let you back into the city until this matter is dealt with, but I think they could help you.
Church is
But I also don't know. I don't know what effects this will have on.
72 gold.
I can tell you exactly the effects it will have on me.
Some people who've been bitten by the rats. Now, I've yet to see somebody who's been bit by a rat person, but rats themselves. What you guys explain? to him
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened?
Absolutely.
In detail.
Yep. How he flew
I'm
up right next
fairly
to me.
convinced I heard him call them his creation.
Yes. Creations.
His creations.
I believe he is creating these creatures.
So
With-
it's him who's causing this. Where did
He
he
is
go?
very powerful.
And I think
he
he
just
creates them
disappeared.
with these potions. And I pull out the one I have.
We have a sample of the potions he was selling. We destroyed the rest.
We could try to reverse engineer this.
And they
I
were
know
also
somebody.
they were also carrying these coins, and I'd flip one of the bronze coins to him with the eye on it.
He takes one look at it and just drops it on the ground. He's like, "Where did you get this?"
The rat people were carrying them.
this is beyond my. This is devils and demons stuff. This thing you're talking about is a devil or a demon.
Oh,
Should we act surprised?
Get these. We need to get these coins out of the church now.
I won't figure out till if he's demon.
Pick
till
the
I
coin
take
back
that
up
mask
and
off.
put it back in my component pouch,
It's like,
and then walk out of the church.
okay. As you're walking out, he's like, he sees you through those.
Good. Hopefully, I can see him.
You notice he didn't Eldritch Blast those things. Shit blinks at him and he just keeps it.
I believe we need to get you to the church immediately.
My son, I don't think they'll let him back in the city walls with that bite.
We did this for you.
What do you suppose we do?
Somebody needs to come here and heal him.
How about you drink it then?
We,
I'm just gonna sniff it.
Don't.
if we can show proof that we've defeated whatever this is, this plague doctor, whoever, this creature, I think we can get him the healing he needs. If I know
But we
anything
haven't.
about lycanthropy, it doesn't take effect right away.
How long are we?
We are now rolling the dice on that. We need to get somebody here to help him.
I will work on reverse engineering this potion. This is beyond the scope of my healing abilities. I don't have a spell powerful enough to do that. He needs someone powerful enough to cast Remove Curse.
Is there anything that might slow it down? Something in the meantime?
We can try our prayer magic on this and ask Lyra to slow the toxin until we can get somebody here who can cast Remove Curse. I don't know what else to do. If we could show that we dealt with this creature, that might be the quickest way.
I'm outside this church staring into the coin. My hand is staring into the eye of the coin.
Is anybody hurt?
Just a little.
I know you're hurt.
Oh no, I did take another whack with the car bumper. Yeah, I'm down 19.
You got Volkswagen smashed.
Yeah.
My suggestion would be, where did this thing retreat to?
The
sewer system.
So you wounded it.
Oh, I blasted that thing in the face.
We don't know how much of that it felt though.
My suggestion would be, if you can bring back its body, show that you've dealt with this, we can easily get you the healing you need with plenty of time.
Down to the sewers?
Nine points
is
back
why
to
I
you.
don't deal with the church.
If I had the ability, I would heal you now.
8 points back to you.
Thanks.
I just know my superiors will be less than excited to make their way down here while the plague still rages.
But we must ask.
I will absolutely ask. But I will tell you, I ask for many things for help out here, and it's rare that I get an answer. We are not given maybe the same weight as others out here. But I feel it's my duty to help these people.
I'm outside.
Okay. So you're out there just staring into this
staring
coin.
into the coin.
I feel like we need to sneak Gideon back into the city.
There is still time. I know how this works. We're over a week away from the first full moon.
I've about exhausted my healing.
We're not going to be able to sneak me back in. I had the ways closed.
What do you mean you had the ways closed?
I reached out to a friend.
Hindsight's
Captain's
2020,
like
isn't it?
a friend.
Right.
I didn't want the plague to get into the city.
Smart.
The
I don't-
way is
I don't
shut.
want the plague to get into I don't want you to be ravaged by this plague, Gideon, or any of us. What do we need to do to save Gideon? It's like, again, if we can defeat this creature, I think, one, I can reverse engineer this potion to possibly actually find a cure for what many of the people are ailing from. If what he has is true lycanthropy, we need to remove curse, and I think we need to defeat this creature so that we can get back in the main city and get him the healing he needs.
Well, let's go.
I have
then.
a wand.
I think we should go.
Bonk.
That's our
I'm
best
just
action.
I'm
Let's go.
grasping at straws,
I
but
got a lot of unfinished business.
not quite sure what
with
this
man.
does.
The priest is like, "What? You want to point a wand at him? You're not quite sure what it does.
I thought maybe you might know.
You want me to point it at him? And
No.
Should we ask him first?
No, I thought maybe you might be able to.
This is beyond my. Well,
Meager knowledge.
maybe not. Actually, he might be able to do this one. If you want to leave it with me,
I can also leave him my herbalism kit.
yes. If
So
you want to leave this with him, he does not have this spell for today,
Okay,
but he can absolutely do this one.
and then I'll leave him my herbalism kit.
On my way to
To
help
him
with his reverse engineering.
Okay, so he'll work on that.
72.
He'll work on the plague. The plague isn't caused by mutants. No X-Men people here, jeez.
I love X-Men.
That was my shout out to the 90s cartoon there, sorry. Anyway, so yeah, do you want to, he offers you shelter here if you want to rest here for the night.
I would like to go to Teller's Magnificence.
Well, that's going to be back inside the city.
Uh-huh.
So you'll have to be able to go all the way back inside the city.
Yeah, I mean, I can go by myself, right?
Could. Okay. So you're going to try to kind of sneak back in a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. Change your complexion then maybe?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just generic human man.
Generic human. Okay. So me.
It's gonna be my next
Alright,
character
so
now.
Generic human.
Generic
human.
Uh-huh.
No, you know what? I will be a beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah, just moving through the city,
Okay.
just stunning.
Okay.
Much
So-
like Kevin DeWeese, but female.
Okay. So
I was thinking.
do the rest of you want to?
That's a choice.
Do you want to take him up on his offer of shelter for
I would.
the remainder
Yes.
of the day to
Yeah.
rest up and
Yep.
maybe heal up, get your spells back?
I'll be praying
Get some more guiding bolt.
for Lear's aid to slow the poison.
Okay. So as you do that, as Malika becomes a beautiful woman, accidentally gets ravaged twice on his way through this night.
Yeah,
city.
probably
But
not.
was it really accidental?
That would not be accidental.
That is where we are going to end tonight's episode as we prepare for you to hunt a devil or a demon in our next episode. Can't wait to see how that turns out for all of you.
Me too.
Oh, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Great job tonight, guys. That was a good episode. So very, very excited to see where we take this next step. Now next week is group 1. It's our last 6:30 start time before we go back to our 6 o'clock start time. We're getting close, by the way. Very, very excited to when group 1 and group 2 will end up meeting up with each other. So that's not as far off as you might think. So be ready for that down the road as well, where we'll have a full table that night. So, but again, next week 6:30 start time, group 1, and then after that we're back to 6 o'clock. Again, YouTube, we go live at 6 p.m. on Mondays. Please, if you get a chance, leave a comment, subscribe, like it, share it with a friend so we can continue to build this thing out and be able to continue to grow the presence. We thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. See you next week.
Good night.